Sup nerds, welcome to the Omni4Game podcast, episode 113. I'm Sean, I'm joined with Chris and Brandon as always.
What's up guys, this week's Omni4Game recap. We go over a whole lot of different Digimon games we've been playing. We go through the regional, we go through our locals, and then we hit your guys' comment questions. So if you like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you next week.
So, this past weekend, Chris, myself, and Ben went to the, I guess, Orlando Regional.
What else would you call it?
I don't know. It originally wasn't in Orlando. I think it just kind of got moved to where ended up being in Orlando.
Yeah, didn't it change venues like once or twice?
Once.
I think just once. But it took them a little bit to find the new venue.
Fair enough. Yeah, I stayed at home and I played Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, Brandon didn't want to come because he's a loser.
A loser.
Yeah. So that's why there wasn't a podcast last week. Do you just want to talk about the tournament, Chris, or did you want to?
I was just gonna go over the whole weekend.
Okay.
Whoever told us that parking was gonna be $42, yeah, you suck. That was a lie. We ended up spending more on our Uber than we would have parking. Parking was only $20.
Yeah, we found that out after we Ubered. To the
you know what?
Venue.
I enjoyed our Uber driver, both of them.
Okay.
Good guy. Well, the second guy was funny. He saw all three of us, and Sean opens up the passenger door, and he's got a bunch of stuff in his seat. And Sean's like, "Can I sit here?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess." And he starts moving all this.
He didn't verbalize anything. I don't think I ever heard him say anything to us. He just nodded his head and started moving stuff out of the seat.
And you know what? I would prefer that. That's why I liked both of them. Except the first guy was funny because he's like, why didn't you guys tell me that it was here? I could have pulled in here.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? We got an Uber for a reason. We don't live here.
Yeah, we don't live here,
we don't know. So yeah, they were both pretty funny. The trip was like, what, 6.5, 7 hours?
It was probably like 7.5 with traffic and stops.
Yeah, going there was longer than it was coming back because there was traffic going there because there was that accident that like turned 4 lanes into 2.
Yeah.
And nobody knows how to zipper at all. That's a big problem. And then we got there super late on Saturday because unfortunately Sean woke up with a migraine and we just kept having to push it back. And then we got to our not even a hotel. The condominium, is that what it was called?
I guess that was a condo, yeah.
That was a whole fiasco. Our door lock didn't work. We knew our keys worked because we had to use our keys to open up this fence. A gate. So we knew the keys worked, but our door lock itself would not work.
Yeah, the light didn't even flash on it. Like there was something wrong with the door mechanism.
Yeah. And so we got there. We're all very tired.
Door problem's clearly your guys' fault.
Yeah, we get and just notice. There's there was 5 buildings, right?
At least 5. Or like we were in building 5. There was probably more.
Yeah, so we were in building 5. They all look
the same.
Identical. Damn near, like I'm talking parking lot structure, building, everything.
Where they keep stuff in the halls.
Yes, everything, because they have these like bins outside some of the rooms or like hallways, where you can like store like towels or trash or whatever. And those are all like exact same spot too. That this comes into the story later.
Yes.
We're in building 5. We get there. We're all pretty tired. We just want to get into our room, put our stuff down, and go get food.
I think it was like 10 o'clock when we got there.
Yeah, this place also had like a on location like restaurant that was way too fancy for what it was. It was very strange.
Yes. As cheap as it was to stay there, that restaurant was way too nice.
Yes, way too nice. So we get there, our door's not working, we gotta call them, and they're like, okay, we'll send maintenance Mains never comes up, but the security guy comes up.
Mm-hmm.
He was very shocked to learn Ben's name. That was pretty funny. Something to do with Ben explained it. He said something to do with some kind of paint company. We don't know. It went over my head. Whatever. I'm not gonna throw Ben out and be like, here's his full name, guys. But yeah, for some reason he was intrigued with Ben's name.
Mm-hmm.
He let us in. He told us, hey, maintenance is coming. I'm just letting you guys in now because maintenance is busy doing something else. And we're like, okay, cool. We're going to put our stuff in. We're going to go down to that restaurant right there that's part of our building and go have dinner. By the time we're done there and come back, this should be fixed.
Yes.
We're like, cool. We go there and get dinner. Me and Ben split a pizza. Sean can attest to this because he's been around Ben while eating a lot more than I have.
Mm-hmm.
Most Ben's ever eaten in Sean's view. Half a pizza, four slices of pizza.
The most I've seen him eat in one sitting prior to this is like 4 Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah. So again, crazy. He also does not drink water. What are those animals that don't require any kind of water? Like, that's Ben. He doesn't require it. My waiter had refilled my cup 3 times, and Ben had maybe drank like that much water. Like, you couldn't tell if he had just not touched it at all or if he had actually drank any. That's how little water he drank. Sean ordered an appetizer of tacos. Turned out, not an appetizer. That was just a full-blown meal of tacos.
Yes.
Like 3 fully loaded tacos. It is on the appetizer section.
Mm-hmm.
And then a burger with the worst piece of lettuce I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yes. It was like the center of a head of lettuce.
Yeah, it was real bad. It wasn't a flat piece or not. No, it was just like the spine of one. It was bad. Like, whoever... Tacos looked amazing. They brought out that burger. I saw that lettuce. I said, what the hell is that? How do you go from those amazing looking tacos to that burger with that piece of lettuce? And how thick was the tomato? It looked like it was like that thick.
It was a hefty tomato as well.
Yeah. So we finish up. We're all feeling pretty good now. Let's go back to the room. Ben wants to play for the master bedroom, which I was just like, Sean drove. He is technically, I think, the tallest of all of us. Like, me and you are like pretty similar heights, but you're like, I think you're a little bit taller than me. I'm like, we should probably just let Sean have it. He did do all the driving, but Ben wants to play for it. Sean's got that competitive dog in him. Instead of saying, hey, I drove, I think I should just have the room. He goes, yeah, play for it. And I'm like,
I'll play for it.
Sure. Okay. And so Ben and Sean play. Pretty close game. Ben ends up winning.
We're both playing Maston, and the Maston mirror is
It's not fun. Whoever.
Yeah. It kind of comes down to which one of you opens better, unfortunately. But yeah.
Yeah. And then Ben's like, okay, now I'll play Chris. Whoever wins this gets the room. And I'm like, if I win, I'm just gonna give Sean the room because he drove.
He didn't say that. I had no idea.
Yeah, I was just gonna do it. I'm playing Imperial because, again, I haven't found one deck this entire format that I have gelled with that I've wanted to play, and I had 3 decks on me that I could play. I had Huddy, which I didn't feel comfortable enough playing. I could have just taken and just hoped the deck rolled, just got won me a bunch of matches, but I play Imperial and then Digimon. We on the car ride, we just all talked about it. We decided that Imperial's probably my best choice because I could play the BT23 Dragon mode and the purple-red fighter mode that could just lock opponents out for a turn. So we just decided, that's probably my best bet, and Imperial's still a pretty strong deck if I can high roll.
Mm-hmm.
So I play against Ben. He gets game 1. I get game 2, and then game 3, I hit the Mirai out of his...
This was game 2. You were going to 2-0 him.
Oh, okay, that's right. I was gonna 2-0 him. I hit the Mirai out of his security, and it allowed him to play.
The one check that you had to do because you Omni-X'd him was
right.
Was the EX6 Mirai. If you hadn't have checked that, he wouldn't have been able to do anything on his turn. You just would have killed him on your next turn.
Yes. So that was awesome. Me and Sean then had to share a room in twin-size beds. We are both 2 bins, at least.
I am more than 2 bins. I am for sure over 2.2.
I'm definitely more than 2 bins. We are both 2.5 bins.
I think if guessing how much bin weighs, I'm probably like 2.2 bins, roughly, maybe 2.1.
So, yeah, I mean that pizza must have at least added a couple pounds onto them. I don't know. So then we wake up. Oh, we had completely skipped over this part. Our door was not fixed. Maintenance never showed up. We skipped past this.
Yeah, we had to call the hotel again to get back in our room after dinner.
So stupid.
And so security lets us in. The guy on the phone says maintenance is gone for the night. They will be back in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We finally get in. We do the play testing, whatever. We go to bed. We wake up. We get ready for the event. We leave for the event. We get there way too damn early. Check-in's at 9. We just walk in. We could have brought. I had bought snacks for the ride for all of us. I had brought water. I had brought what are those bars called? The granola bars. Yeah. I bought us granola bars for the ride. All this stuff. We could have brought it. No one would have stopped us. They didn't check our bags because this place was so fancy. They're like, nothing's gonna happen here. They had Sigma self-defense training groups coming. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, no metal detector, no bag checks, no nothing, just walking in the door.
And we literally walked up and they're like, what are you here for? Digimon. They're like, boom, that middle table. But she was wrong. Wasn't the middle table.
Well, technically there were 4 tables.
Yeah. So you're right. I guess technically it was the middle table. I'd rather
it was one of the 2 middle tables. The issue is there were 4 tables.
Right. So we walk in, we walk up. No problem. We're there, and then now we have to sit there for 2 hours.
Yeah, there wasn't even a line for the Digimon check-in. There's nothing there.
And it's because there was a bunch of issues with the Bandai app, with people being able to get in. Also, the venue changing, so a bunch of people probably, requested refunds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We ended up only having like 170-something people.
172, I believe.
Yeah, which guaranteed only 8 rounds. So I'm like, sweet, only nice. 8 rounds.
I was very excited about that.
Nice. They retroactively messed that up. Coming up soon, in my opinion. So we start the event.
What are you gonna say?
They gave us an hour lunch. Brandon, what round do you think they gave us our lunch?
Now, if I was an unsuspecting person who did not already know the answer, I would say maybe after round 4.
Right in the middle, right? It's 8 rounds. 4 is perfect, right?
Yeah.
Round 2, they gave us our lunch.
Yes.
Sense does that make? None.
It was a solid hour. Like, they finished turns for round 2.
Yes.
And then they were like, all right, you guys have an hour-long lunch before round 3 starts.
And the way it was set up, me, Ben, and Sean had no idea.
Yeah, we were just standing there because we didn't hear...
For like 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes, we're just standing there like, when's the next round starting? And it wasn't until Sakib walked up and was like, oh, they're giving us an hour lunch. We're like, what? When did they say that?
And then me and you turned around and there's like no one in the room.
Yeah.
Like all cleared out.
So like, what the hell?
The John Travolta meme.
Yeah. So, from the get-go, since we entered this building... All right, right before we left, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Right before we left, I had grabbed my hoodie.
Yes.
He had also grabbed his hoodie. I said, I'm going to bring it just in case it's cold.
Yeah.
Sean grabbed his jacket and was like, I'm going to put it in my bag. He starts taking his stuff out. It's not going to fit in here. Decides to leave the jacket behind.
Yeah, I just didn't want to cram it in there because it would have been like an ordeal to like get my deck box out of there and stuff.
Bad idea. Sean gets very cold as soon as we enter the room. As soon as we get in there, Sean's like, it's cold. From 9 o'clock until that lunch period, Sean is basically an ice cube.
The venue was freezing. I think part of the issue was it was nowhere near the attendance they were expecting. So like the AC being on would probably would have been fine if there were more bodies in there, but there weren't. So it was like really cold. Probably,
and the place was just too nice.
It was very nice.
It was a very nice. And another problem with having that lunch is I'm not paying the prices that they're charging any of this stuff because they can charge whatever they want because this is your only option. Like, John had to go and pay, if he didn't want to be cold the entire event, he had to go and buy a $65 jacket. That was the cheapest jacket there, and it was not worth $65.
Yeah, it was the cheapest hoodie. We went to the gift shop in the hotel. It was the cheapest hoodie in the gift shop, and it was $65. Some of their hoodies were over $200.
And $15 for a candy bar that me and him split. Pretty good candy bar, but that's all we had for lunch.
Yeah, it was a large candy bar, like like one of those chocolonis or whatever the hell, if you guys are familiar with those, which is pretty big, but still $15 is a lot.
Yep. So we'll go over the tournament here in a second. I just want to go over all the stuff that happened around before we actually go into the tournament.
The hoodie was worth it though.
Yes, because now Sean's not cold.
Tournament.
So now Sean is not cold.
Yeah.
So anyways, the tournament happens. We go back home. We get back to our hotel.
Yes.
We go up to our door.
Yes.
Still not working. Not working.
It's raining at this point when we get back in.
I skipped the part. I skipped the best part. So again, remember how I told you all the buildings look the exact same?
Yes.
All right, and it's raining.
It's raining on the way back to the hotel from the tournament.
I'm driving. All right. Yeah, I'm driving.
Yeah. And to be fair, I was the one that drove into the hotel originally.
Yes.
Like that. I think this is your first time driving back to the room.
Oh no, hold on. That happens after. That happens after. Because remember, we get there, we have to call them again to let us back in. Then we leave for dinner again, and then it's coming back that happens.
Is it? Okay. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
So we get there because our Uber driver has to take us back. That's how we get back. Because remember, he drops us off at the front door.
The Uber driver has to walk us off. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So he drops us off at the front. We have to walk all the way to the back. It's raining. I drop my headphones, lose an earpod. Lost it. It's gone. I'm never getting that back. I had to buy new headphones.
Did you really?
Yeah. It was gone.
I thought you picked up the stuff that fell.
I thought I did too. I didn't realize one was completely gone until Monday. Because again, I never reopened them. I never rewore them because I was going. Yeah, it just never happened. So, anyways, I needed to buy new ones anyway, so I didn't mind. So we get there. We get to our door. Still not working.
Yeah, night lights not even flashing.
We were lied to. Yeah. Nope. So we have to call the building again. We have to tell them. Maintenance guy actually shows up this time. And he's just like, oh, they're probably demagnetized. I said, no.
Nope.
We can use them to get into the gate or the fence. He's like, strange. So he tries it. He does his whole little thingy. He fixes it. So we're like, all right, let's go get dinner. Ben's really the only one who wants to get dinner. Like, Sean has food in the fridge he could eat. I have my Chex Mix that I could eat. But Ben's like, hey, let's get food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is crazy coming from Ben, the one who never wants to eat.
Yeah.
So we kind of all decide on Fridays. We go to Fridays. There's like 3 people working there.
Yeah.
Maybe. And it's like, what, 10? 11 maybe?
It's
like late.
It's probably like 10:30 or 11.
Yeah. We get there. The lady shows us to our table. And then she just walks up to the bar, and that's where she spends the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who's working the bar is our server. So we're all looking at the menus. We all kind of come to the conclusion that we're all going to get the same thing. It came with like 2 sliders, loaded tater tots, French fries, and like boneless wings with like whatever flavor sauce you want. We're like, hey, this looks like a solid deal for $15.
Yeah,
we're all gonna get this. But Ben's got a question about one of the other things they got going on, because it's Christmas time. They've got all these Christmas specials and whatever, and Ben wants to ask about one of them. Our waiter was chill up until this point. For whatever reason, Ben asking him this question ruined his night. Because Ben was like, hey, I wanted to know, can you substitute any of these items for something else? Like, is there like anything you can change on this?
On this specific dish?
Yes. And instead of just saying no, he just gave us like this long-winded...
He started listing off every dish that you can't substitute.
Yes.
And then he finished. Right. He listed off all the dishes and was like, you can't substitute on any of those. I'm like, cool.
So we're like, okay, cool. You could just said no. So we're like, okay, we're ready to order. Mm-hmm. Just as we're about to order, he goes, hold on, wait a second.
I think he cut Ben off. Like, I think Ben was already starting to speak, telling him his order.
Ben was like, I want to get this, and he goes, wait, hold on, guys. Walks away, comes back with a drink special menu that was already on our table. Mm-hmm. Like, I looked at that and I was like, that's right there on our table. He's like, do you guys want to get any drinks? We're having all these specials.
Yeah, it's happy.
And we're like,
the hell.
We're like, no, we're good, thank you. And then that really tanked the rest of it. That really upset him, I guess. I don't know that we didn't want to buy drinks.
From that point forward, when we didn't want to buy drinks, was when he basically stopped talking to us.
Yeah. So we all order. We all got different flavored wings.
Yes.
Ben got his, and then me and Sean got his. We both got his flavored wings, which I didn't mind because it was still good. I was like, I'm not going to send these back, whatever. I'm not, I didn't care.
Yeah.
So we all start eating our food. Me and Sean are like, we're all kind of watching the Chiefs and, what are they playing? The Texans game.
I ordered blue cheese instead of ranch with my wings.
Yes. Never got his. Well, you did get your blue cheese after ranch, he came by.
And when he brought it out, I was like, I need blue cheese, and he's like, okay.
So we're all eating. Me and Sean finished first. Ben ate more than you at this point because you ended up with leftovers, right?
I did. I remember because I remember thinking, I don't want to finish eating all this because I'm gonna feel like a little gross because it was just a plate of fried food. And so I had like a couple wings left and a little bit of fries left, I think. And I realized Ben was like basically gonna finish.
Almost, yeah.
He had like a couple of wings left, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, me and Sean are very surprised.
I was like, "How am I getting out eaten by Ben?" To be fair, though, I had eaten that day. Ben had not eaten all day.
Ben had not. Yeah. So Sean's like, "Hey, can I get a to-go box?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'll bring you guys your checks.
Yep.
So he brings Sean his to-go container. And Ben is currently finishing one of his last 3 wings, so he has 2 left.
He's mid-bite.
As he's like... he's finishing. Guy grabbed his plate and took it. Before any of us realized.
He sped walk up to the table, coming from behind Ben. I was looking at my check, reading it.
I was watching the game.
Yeah.
On the TV.
Snatches Ben's plate and then immediately walks off without saying anything. There's still like 2 wings on Ben's plate, and he was chewing food and has his hand like over the plate. And all of a sudden I hear Ben go, "My wings," and I was like, what about him? I looked up and I like see him walking away, and I realized what happened, and I was like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, he's too far for us to be like, yo, none of us, like, it happened so quick.
He was like in the kitchen by the time we realized what happened.
Yes, because
he
he just kept. No, he just wanted to keep going back to one of the other employees who was working in the back. This chick that he just wanted to keep going back to and talk to.
Yeah.
Because every time I saw him go back there, and notice, just us and like maybe one other table. Every time he walked back there, he just kept going back there to go talk to her. Mm-hmm. Like, buddy, she's not interested in you. You look like 3 times her age. And so that happened. Like, I will always tip because my mom was a waitress growing up, and I know, like, hey, they don't make a whole lot. It literally came from like a $5 tip to like a $2 tip. I'm like, sorry, buddy, you're just losing money here. Like, I will always tip, but you are just going to get the bare minimum of that 15%.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And I Like if I was the type of person that normally like tipped a standard amount, I probably just wouldn't have tipped him.
Yeah.
But I tipped about what you tipped, I think.
Yeah. And so we decided to leave Fridays, and we decided to head back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's raining.
It's raining.
I'm driving.
I believe this is the first time you have driven to the hotel.
Yes. I pull in. We enter the building. We ride the elevator up.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, everything looks exactly the same. Everything.
Yeah, we walk to our door.
Walk up to our door, and I swipe my door. I swipe the key.
So I'm standing to Chris's right, and I am staring at the light on the door, because like I know that means whether or not they fix it or not, because if it doesn't flash any color, it's not going to work. And it starts flashing red when he swipes the card, and I'm like, it's at least reading the card. It's just not. It's not flashing green to like let us in. And then Chris swipes it some more. It still flashes red. And then he starts getting a little impatient and starts like trying to just open it without the door lock.
Dude, I want to get inside.
Put his shoulder into it at least once or twice. And at this point, I'm like, that's a little odd that it's not even letting us in, but it's flashing now. And I look up at the door number, and I'm like, that's not our room.
That's the wrong building. Our room was 5331. This was room 331 or 3. No, ours was
5311.
Yeah, 5311. This was 3311.
We were at the wrong building. That looked the exact same as building 5.
None of us realized.
Yeah.
How late into the night is this?
It's
like 12.
Yeah, it's like almost midnight at this point.
You probably scared.
Oh my god.
I hope that no one was in that room, because yes, it probably was. I mean, they most likely were like, someone has the wrong door, but maybe they were like, oh my god, someone's trying to murder me.
So we, and it's like, we're gonna die.
As soon as I'm like, that's not our door, we immediately just walk back to the elevator as quickly as possible.
Run!
Yeah.
So yeah, we finally get back to our room, and
have to call them again because the door's
still not working.
Still not fixed.
Yep. He finally fixes it, but at this point, it's pointless because we're never gonna have to leave and come back again.
That's what I'm saying. You guys leave in the morning, right?
Yeah.
There was was that the time that we actually it was fixed for real? I can't remember. Yeah. There was one time the whole weekend we were able to get into our room without having to call the front desk and wait 10 minutes.
Fixed it. He fixed it before we went to Fridays.
Okay.
So it was fixed when we got back. Okay, yeah, it was already fixed by the time we got back.
When we got back Sunday night from dinner.
Yes.
When we're driving out Monday morning, it was fixed.
It was fine.
One time.
Yeah, because I remember closing the door when we went to Fridays and double checking it. Like we checked both keys to make sure. Yeah. So that was the trip. It was fun. I had a blast. Ben was hilarious on the car ride back. He was bringing up random basketball facts from like, I swear to God, the 50s. He at one point
on Google just saying stuff.
At one point he was like, he brought up a name I've never heard of before. And he's like, you said that, right, Chris? And me and Sean were like,
no.
Brother, those words never came out of my. I hadn't said anything for like a couple minutes. I wasn't even talking.
I was like, he didn't say anything that even sounds like what you just said.
So that was funny. No, the trip was fun though. We just pretty much talked the whole way back and whatnot. The ride back home was way smoother than coming up. There was no rain.
I forgot it rained basically the whole way down there.
Whole way there. So it was nice just being able to come back home. I had fun the whole trip. It was a blast. So I guess we can just go over the tournament now. Did you want to? I guess I'll just go first, and then you can do yours.
Yeah. One more thing. We got to meet some people that were fans of the channel.
Yes.
Damien.
I did ask Chris if any of them came up and said that I was their least favorite.
No.
Just because.
No.
Unless they did it when I wasn't there. I didn't witness it.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So it was just me. So I'll be thankful for that.
Yeah. Damien came came up to us. He was one of the judges at the event.
I can't believe he did.
And
I didn't want to.
He had us all sign a 2-star Hoodiemon that I really I didn't feel super okay about doing, but.
And then flexed on us and said, "Don't worry, I have another playset."
I said, "Don't worry, I think like 2 more playsets."
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay, chill,
like,
dog.
Oh, gee, okay.
All right, chill."
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was fun meeting all those fans and whatnot. Some recognized me by my voice. That was crazy. They didn't realize it was me in person until I started talking, which I guess makes sense if you just listen to it. But yeah, so
trust me, I could never forget that ugly voice.
Okay. So, anyways, we'll go over the tournament again. 8 rounds. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Imperial Dramon. Round 1, I get paired up against Examon. I sit down and he hatches Baby Demon. I said, "Great."
Yeah, that's terrible for you.
This is awful.
Tamer removal.
Tamer removal.
And
I was like, no one's playing. No one. Yeah, and option removal. I was like, no one is seriously gonna bring Examon to this. That's fine. He was a cool guy. I think he was a little inexperienced. I think he was. I'm not gonna say new to the game. He knew how his deck worked, but there was one time where he swung at me with his Examon and deleted my memory setter Davis instead of the dual tamer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, yo, sick. Thanks, bud." I ended up winning that one 2-1. I don't remember. It was like a week ago, so I don't remember exactly how the matchup went. I just have my matches, and if anything it's significant comes up, I'll remember.
Yeah.
It's back and forth. Like he rolled. I think this was maybe my quickest match of the day. He like did full exit combo and like by turn 2 and chunked me, and I'm like, you didn't hit anything cool out of my security, so I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
And then I just 2-0'd him from there. Unfortunately, Examon is both of our decks are like piece reliant, and I just saw my pieces faster in the next 2 games, and I think it helps that BT16 Dragon Mode really helps, and so does the Virus Imperial, because I can lock him out for that turn. He can't activate that option card to play out his other card for like cheap. So that helped. Round 2, I played against what I ended up fearing for the rest of the tournament because I completely forgot about it. I had not even considered it when going into this tournament at all. Jesmon with the Genku package.
Yeah, Genku X.
Completely forgot about that deck. I probably would have gone with Uddy if I would have remembered this was a deck. I swear, you can ask Sean as well, half of that entire lobby was Jesmon and Royal Knights.
It was the biggest representation was Jesmon with the Genku X package, and the second biggest was Royal Knights. It was really strange.
You walked down any of those aisles and looked at any of those tables, you saw one of those 2 decks being played, if not against each other, against something else. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And we just chalked it up to, hey, it's a solid deck, and it's probably super easy and cheap to get a hold of.
It is probably the cheapest deck you could build right now, because I don't think anything in it is more than like a few dollars.
Well, I think the Masters, I mean, they got bought. I don't know what they've settled at. They were at like $10 at one point.
If you don't have from Master Disciples, apparently those are like $10+, but it's a starter deck card. So like, if you,
it's crazy because TBS has one on one of those Jesmon starter decks on sale right now for $10, and I can't remember how many Disciples it comes with. I think 2.
I can't remember. I mean, I'm sure we can look it up, but yeah, it's. For some reason, that is $10+, or at least it was the last time we looked at it.
Yeah.
That's the most expensive card in that deck right now, by like
for sure
2.5 times. Because I think the super rare Jesmons are like $4 now.
Yeah. So I ended up playing against Jesmon. Completely forgot about that as a deck. I ended up losing 1-2. There was, I think it was game 2. He didn't see Genku X, so I was actually able to interact with his board and kill him through stuff. But game 1, as soon as he set up Genku X, I was like, oh no. Oh, I forgot about this. And he also played double CL, the new CL, which when it suspends, it de-evos.
Yep.
Which, even if his board's not unaffected, even if I go into good Pyogermon, suspend your whole board. Oh, you want to de-evo me now? Thanks.
Yep.
So, that was awesome. That ended up being an awful matchup for me. Round 3, I played against Zephagamon. I think he was missing 3 cards from it being max rarity. I'm like, hey, if you're gonna bring this to this, you might as well be like blinged out.
He's got like the 2 stars and stuff.
Yes, I was really hoping I was gonna see the new one, and be like, hey, you got that new card. That card's not legal yet. He did not. So I am getting that one 2-1. Pretty good matchup. Zephaga Ace. I hate that. And Medieval. I think the only reason why I won was because games 2 and 3, I outed his first Medieval, and he couldn't see his second or third because he was playing 3.
Yeah.
Round 4, I played against Royal Knights. Sean got to watch this one. I ended up losing 1-2. Right before I lethaled him for game, I hit
Last Guardian.
What is it called? Last Guardian out of his security. He did not have an Omekamon set up in his sources. The security check, a couple right before Last Guardian was an Omekamon, and then the one right before his final security was the Last Guardian, which allowed him to play out the Omekamon, Digivolve into Omni X, and then I lost from there. I was unable to restabilize and come back from that.
Yeah, it was his only out. You killed him that turn if that didn't happen.
100%. I had all the cards in my hand to lethal him.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate. And then round 5, I played against Beelzemon. I think she was also only a few cards away from being completely max rarity. Hold on, does the Beelzemon Ace... It's Altart is the one where he's riding the motorcycle, right?
He's leaning on it, yeah. It looks like an SP, but it's not. It's just an Altart.
Okay, so, yeah. She's not max rarity, but she definitely had all Altarts. She was just missing like a couple of the Beelze Cup cards. I ended up winning that one 2-1. I kind of actually was like, oh, this will be pretty good for me because she has a bunch of kill options that will just activate my partition.
It's a very bad.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Game 1, I was bricked. I just couldn't see. I think it was XVmon. So I built a Pyogermon in the back, and then she was just like, all right, my turn. Oh, you're dead. So I was like, okay, cool. And then games 2 and 3, just pretty much like, hey, I'm swinging at you for free. And, oh, that's a Rivals Barrage. Oh, that would suck if that came out after my second swing. So, yeah. And then round 6, played against another Jessamon. I lost that one 1-2. Same thing. Just established Genku X, and it's just I can't answer your board. Round 7, I got to meet a fan of the channel. This is I can't remember his name. I should have written it down. Really cool guy. This is where my deck decided, hey, I didn't want to work. He's the one who recognized me from my voice and not my face. He was like, I didn't want to say anything just in case I was wrong, but like I recognize your voice. He was playing the mid-range Huddy. I bricked games 1 and 3. I did get he ended up breaking game 2 and I win that one. Other than that, nothing much of importance. Just just Huddy stuff. And then around 8, this guy was super brave. He brought Koji Ancient Garu hybrid. He was also max rarity because he did have the premium Bandai Ancient Garus where he's like standing by like that door or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I wouldn't bring that, but I guess if you have it fully blinged out, why not?
You did say he was playing the red base with like all the Floodgate rookies and stuff. And he's probably playing Crimson Blaze, but yeah, it's a weird choice.
Yeah. So I ended up winning that one 2-1. Game 1, I just completely bricked, and he just sat there and just kept poking at me with his like hybrids and his level 3s, and I'm like, man, this sucks. I'm gonna end up losing in the final round of the tournament to this travesty of a deck. There's no way. I ended up winning the last 3 games. I will say the one positive thing is I won at least one game in every single round. So like good. a little bit better luck right there. I might be 8-0.
Yeah.
You know, there are a couple games there where like I hit one card out of security and I end up losing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, other than that, it was fun. Lady Luck was just not on my side that day.
Yeah. Would you come in 65th?
Yeah, no, it was like 67, I think.
Okay.
Also, I did look it up while while he was going on his rounds. You do get 2 in every starter deck.
Okay.
So.
So I also played in the regional, obviously. For those of you who don't know, I realized that I really like Maston. I like how it plays and how it matches up into stuff. So
he's got mommy issues.
Yeah, something like that. I bought the whole deck Black Friday night. Not all of it came in. Only like 1 or 2 cards actually came in before we left Saturday afternoon. But between you guys and Ben, I was able to borrow everything else that I needed, thankfully. So I was able to play Maston. Round 1, I played against... Oh, also, going into the tournament, I was talking to Ben, and I was like, all right, I just don't want to play any mirrors. Because the mirror feels kind of skillless. It's really just like who opens better / draws better, if you both know what you're doing. But anyways, round 1, play against Omni. It's like the CS version, like with the Nokias and stuff, I guess. It's really slow and clunky. He's also playing Crimson Blazes. He did take a game off me. I think because I just drew like I think my hand started okay, but I just didn't draw anything. Like, I wasn't doing anything for like multiple turns at a time. He Crimson Blazed me a few times, but I never got Crimson Blaze to where I actually cared the entire day, and I got Crimson Blaze probably like 5 to 7 times. So I ended up winning.
Very popular card.
Yeah, very popular card. Ended up winning that 2-1, and then round 2, I sit down for my match, and I get there before my opponent, and I'm like, all right, cool. I was like table 8 or something, and then I see Mireille herself walking up to my table. So there was someone that was cosplaying as Mireille. She actually did a really good job, and I think her 2 friends were the cats. Like, one was the black cat, one was the white cat. She sits down in front of me, and I'm like, there's no way this isn't a mirror match. No way. I win the die roll, which I did not want to do. I prefer to go second. And fortunately for me, I just high rolled the shit out of her 2 games in a row and rolled her in like 15-ish minutes, I think.
It was real quick.
Yeah, there was nothing she could have done. She just didn't draw as well as I did. Because once you establish this in the mirror, it becomes a problem for your opponent, because it's really hard to play through this. So won that, and then this is when I got up, went to the bathroom, came back, and then watched Ben and Chris from like afar finish their matches. And this is the round where we had a lunch break. So I went almost 2 hours in between my matches, rounds 2 and 3, between playing Digimon. Round 3, played against my first Justmon Genku X opponent. I didn't have any playtesting versus this deck. Thankfully, though, it actually is a pretty good matchup for Masty, because like they give you a bunch of memory to do their like Genku X stuff. Like, normally when they did it to me, they gave me like anywhere from like 5 to 8 memory, and that's really bad to do that to a Mastamon player. If they have like anything already going on, like they're gonna just do whatever they want, basically. Unfortunately, though, it is a grind, because you have to just sit there and wait them out of their Genku X's, because I'm never going to swing at them when they're immune. And game 1 took like 35 minutes, I think. And and I lost game 1 because I decked out, and I did not realize I was going to deck out until it was too late, and I could not lethal him on the turn that I was going to deck out. I was like, that sucks. Okay, game 2. Thankfully, though, game 2, I opened up really quickly and actually killed him before we got to turns, and then we hit turns in game 3 and drew. So, drew in round 3. Round 4, sat down, and I was playing Bogramon, and he went second, and he opened with 2 of the good Uemanos that deck desperately needs to have in play in order to be doing anything. And unfortunately for him, Maston has this card, and I promptly put both of them on the bottom of his security, and he was sad and lost from there.
Sad.
Yeah. He ended up, before I ended up getting rid of those Uemanos, I think he Bogramoned me if I'm not mistaken, but I didn't really care. I just played through it and got rid of his tamers, and he just lost from there. And then game 2, same thing, except for he never even put the good Uemano on the field. He said he had it in his hand, but he just knew as soon as he put it on the field I was going to promo masty it. So he put a different tamer on the field, and I promo mastied that. But he lost before he ever got a chance to really put it on the field because he was so far behind. So won that 2-0. And then round 5, played against Antics. If any of you know who that is, he's a creator. I was excited to see what he was playing because I know that he's a rarity whore like myself, except for he probably has more... what's the word? He has more money to spend on cards than I do, from the looks of it.
Disposable income?
Disposable income, that's what I was looking for, thank you. He was playing Virus Imperial, so it was fully maxed out, like I anticipated whatever he was playing was going to be. And like he had like the 2-star fighter modes and stuff. Unfortunately, that does not seem to be a super awesome matchup, especially when I don't open particularly well. And I got 2-0'd by that. Real sad about that. Really not much I could have done. He seemed to know exactly what he needed to do in that matchup when we sat down and started playing. And then round 6, I played against Magna Armor, which I was like, what's going on? This seems...
What year is this?
Yeah. That felt similarly to how the Genku X matchup went, where like he would be like, alright, I'm immune, and I'm like, okay, build board bigger, your turn. Are you able to trigger your immunity?
Can you do it again?
Yeah, can you do it again? And just wait him out. I end up winning game 1. Game 2, he gets from me, and then I win game 3. All 3 games, he had at least 1-star deck Magnamon in his security. And game 3, I actually trashed it. But the other 2 games, I checked it out of security. But ended up winning that 2-1. Round 7, played against Royal Knights. Royal Knights feels kind of free for this deck. Because, like, you get rid of their cool boys. You can get rid of their Omekamons. Like, they don't get to put them in their sources. It feels like the stuff they're trying to do doesn't match up well into what you're trying to do. I ended up winning at 2-0. Funnily enough, that was actually the only judge call I had of the day. I swung with a Pillowmon that I wanted to get off the field while I had a CS Masty on the field next to it. And I checked an Omni X, and I was like, okay, Mastamon effect, tuck my Pillowmon in my security. And he wanted to call a judge to see like if that was legal. It is, for those of you that are curious. It happens way before the battle happens. And I went in that 2-0.
Speaking of judge calls,
yes.
Whoever that judge is that put out that thing that you can play Cool Boy because Yggdrasil isn't a white Digimon, thanks a lot. You had so many people confused that weekend. I heard more judge calls around me based off of that than anything else all weekend. At least 3.
Yeah.
At least 3 times I heard that a judge called over asking if their opponent could play Cool Boy off of Digital Gate Open.
Yep. Misinformation is an unfortunate thing. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, you can DGO a Cool Boy if the only thing you have is Drazel in your raising area.
Yep.
It counts.
Almost like reading the card explains the card.
Literally round 8, I saw a Royal Knight mirror match One guy activated DGO, and he says, "You can't do that. That's why I cut that card." He said, "I'm going to call a judge." Called the judge, and the judge was like, "You can do that." And he goes, "I wouldn't have cut that card from my deck if I'd have known that."
Yep.
It's a good card.
Yeah. Digitama in the battle area or breeding area count as Digimon, for those of you who don't know. And then round 8, played against another Justmon Genku X deck, which I was like, okay, I mean, this seems very winnable. I just have to be quicker and don't deck out. We were at like table 10-ish. I knew that I was guaranteed top 16 at this point if I win. And I was shooting for top 16 to get my invite. Game 1 is an absolute slog once again, kind of weird. That both game 1s of this matchup took forever. Like it was like another 35-minute 35-minute game. I have a line because I'm about to deck out once again, and I'm like, okay, I can kill him if I do these things in this specific instance or this order, because I have to pass memory over, and then I'm going to pull the memory gauge back to maintain turn and kill him because I can't draw for turn next turn. So if I don't kill him this turn, I lose. And it's like the first turn of the game that he's not immune. So I'm like, okay. And I guess fatigue had started to get to me, and I boogered the order of the things that I was supposed to do, and ended up getting to the point where I was like, I can't pull turn back. That sucks. Game 2. So I straight up punted lethal. Like there was a clear line there that that was like round 1 through 3, I would have done it. And I just did it in the wrong order, unfortunately. I should have thought about it a little bit longer, but part of the issue was I was trying to hurry because I knew that we were taking up a lot of time for game 1. So like I was trying to go quicker than I probably should have, clearly, because I didn't do it right. So straight up punted. Unfortunate. We go to game 2, and I'm playing as quickly as I can, but game 1 took forever. And we ended up going into turns and drawing in game 2. If I had one more turn, game 2, I would have killed him.
Oh, 100%. The judge literally walked by and said, if you guys had one more turn, you would have lost.
Yeah.
Or the opponent would have lost.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it's my own fault. I would have won that match and top 8'd if I had just not screwed up that last turn in game 1, but it happens. Pretty sad. I ended up getting 22nd, and my opponent ended up getting 6th. And I was like, that's a bummer, because I need 6 people to have their invites already in front of me in order to get passed down, because this is the last tournament you can get your invite for besides the LCQ.
And we knew 3 people already had them.
We knew for sure 3 people in front of me had their invites. Brito, Sakib, and Ben snuck his way ahead of me.
Because he lost in round 1 to Old Force and then just played a bunch of scrubs the rest of the tournament.
He played like 3 or 4 Royal Knights, and I was like, must be nice. That's so free.
It also didn't help that one of your opponents just straight dropped after round 3?
Yeah. Antics dropped like a couple rounds after he 2-0'd me. He already had his invite, so he was like, my goal was to win, and once I realized that wasn't possible, I dropped. Because I didn't know he did that until round 8 was about to start, and I see him standing off to the side, and I'm like, yo, what the hell? That's my only loss right now, and he dropped.
What you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Get back in here.
Yeah. Ultimately, that really wouldn't have mattered too much. Maybe it affects my pairings, so maybe it did matter a lot.
It was funny.
But as far as like tiebreakers and stuff, I think it would have moved me up to like the 21st spot, maybe, if he doesn't drop. So I was pretty sad, bummed out that it was my own damn fault that I didn't top 8 and guarantee my invite. But thankfully, I believe it was Tuesday afternoon, like Tuesday evening of following the tournament, I got a notification, and apparently enough people had their invites to where I actually got a pass down, so I got an invite to Nationals. Thank God.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So I don't have to play in the LCQ, which is awesome because I really don't want to play 9 rounds of Digimon before I then play 9 rounds of Digimon.
I don't know. If you were Ben might want to do that. Ben might go into the LCQ just for the hell of it.
He was more smoked than I was after the LCQ in Dallas. But it was because he was playing a yellow deck that takes a lot of thought. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
I did already buy my LCQ tickets, so I'm gonna have to get a refund on that. There's actually a thing on there that says you cannot enter the tournament if you already have an invite. Which I'm wondering if that's because they know that at least because I know at least one person at top 32'd in the LCQ in Dallas already had their invite, and they did not do pass downs. So like he straight up just kept somebody else from getting their invite. So I'm wondering if like they found that out and they're like trying to avoid that happening again, which I wasn't going to play anyway. Right. I don't want to do that. But yeah, got my invite. Yay. It was all worth it. Thank God. I would have been very bummed if I didn't get my invite because it was literally all my fault in the last round in one turn.
It all comes down to one turn and you choke.
Yep. And I just tried to rush it and that was a mistake because it had been like over 5 hours since we split that chocolate bar, and it was the final round. My brain was starting to sputter.
Yeah, they should have done that at lunch.
At least you weren't cold anymore.
Dude, the main reason why I paid for that hoodie is because I knew I was going to be distracted the whole time while I was cold and uncomfortable, because it's just like that's just going to be taking away from my focus the whole day because I was freezing. It was very not fun.
Yeah. So I guess we can go to
locals
Trinity?
recap. Yeah.
Now we can talk about more Digimon.
That's right, dude.
That's why you're here.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there is in fact more. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say Chris has to go first. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I went X2.
Correct. Yep, you were definitely going first.
So I decided, I want to try and cook up something I think could work well against Maston. Just to see.
I forgot about this.
I forgot about this too.
This is anti-Maston because he assumes me and Ben are gonna bring it to Trinity.
Yeah. Just for fun, I was like, this has got to work. I was like, I'm feeling chefy. You know, I want to cook this up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That was a real bad idea.
Spoilers.
Kitchen again.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I'm going first. So I think it's pretty obvious. So it's CS. The main thing that I could think of here that was like, hey, this will be good against Maston is because one, the Guardramon allows me to de-evo at a really early stage at level 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty nice. Which I'm like, okay, get that Maston off my board.
Yeah.
And then my top end, I could not. I had one level 6. I could not figure out the other level 6. I was gonna play Dianamon, CS Dianamon, strip sources, and then bottom deck it. I was like, that's another way I could potentially answer a Maston if I needed to. Like I could get rid of the level 5s on the board, so like one, they can't ace me, or it gets rid of a problematic card.
Also makes it where they can't partition, which is nice.
Yes. So that was for sure, and I couldn't figure out the other one. And I was messaging Brandon. He was being an awful replier. It took 2 days just to get an answer. I was like, I can't decide between Craniumon and Dynus, and he just replied with, "Why not both?" Eventually, like 2 days later.
That's a good point.
And I was like, you know what?
I don't know what he's on for. Like, he doesn't give me any, like... He tells me it's for CS, and I'm like, okay, why aren't you just playing, like... Yeah, what are we doing here?
Oh, also, for my level 5 spot, I'm playing Rise Greymon, and I'm playing Cressamon.
Yeah.
Because Cressamon allows me to draw an extra card, and it gives protection to only Dianamon, which sucks, but it is what it is. And it can stun a Digimon or a Tamer. I'm like, boom. I can also stun a Mirai if I have to. Or any other Tamer, whatever.
If you ran into a puppet deck, yes, you could stun the Mirais.
Boom. So I ended up playing Craniumon and Dynasmon. Mm-hmm. Dynasmon because it can give everything minus 6k. Guess what Lady Devimon and Angelomon are? Boom, 6k.
They are
get them off the field.
Yes.
So round 1, I get paired up against Ben. I'm like, all right, we're finna find out. He didn't bring Maston. He brought Red Purple Imperial Dramon.
Robot Imperial.
He saw Antics playing it at the regional and said, boom, I'll bring it.
He apparently got sick of playing Massey for the past 6 weeks.
So he brings that, rolls me. I don't even get to play either game. I was bricked 2 games in a row, and I was pissed. I was livid. I'm like, there's no way I spent all this time cooking up on this deck. It took me hours of just building and just trying to think of stuff and ratios and stuff like that. And he rolls me.
My favorite part is Chris can't play DGO or DCGO because he doesn't have a working computer. So he's just theory crafting in his brain.
Oh my god,
no way of testing it.
Yeah. So I'm I'm pissed
theory,
at this
dude.
point. I get paired up against someone who I think's playing Maston, not even playing. I'm pissed. Anyways, then round 2, I get paired against Sakuyamon, against a player I don't respect, I don't like. I end up losing that one. 1-2. Turns out that's a bad matchup for me too. I'm losing it over here. I end up losing this one 1-2. Yes, because of the stupid Mandela effect. And if any idiot can walk themselves through that stupid combo, it's so dumb. Sakuyamon can OTK if the player even has a slight inkling of what they know to do. That sucks. My Craniumon is useless against that card if they have the option card in their security. Anything, it actively hurts me. Because my Craniumon minus 9,000, because I have to turn my card sideways, I have to blow up their Digimon, and then they're like, no, minus 9k, and then they can just run it over. It was stupid. I hated it.
When you say you have to turn Craniumon sideways, what do you mean?
I don't have to, but
okay.
He's trying to put out a bunch of damage, and I'm like, what happen? Oh, he tried to maid mode it. Okay. And I'm like...
And then you protected it?
Okay. I have to protect it at this point, which is now going to trigger the option, and you know what I mean.
I gotcha, okay.
Honestly,
it wasn't mandatory.
Yes.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm building Sakuyamon, I'm not playing maid mode. Cut it. I'm going full OTK. Ace and X.
X.
Yeah. Why even play the maid mode at this point? The deck can just lethal through 5.
Yep.
No point in playing it. Anyways, that's just me. That's how I'd build it.
Just as long as Ben pointed this out to us in our Discord chat, as long as you do not swing with the Tau going into the Ace, because then you will not get Alliance.
I just thought that was obvious. I did not let this player do that to me. He tried to. I said no. They don't have Alliance. The Taumon is attacking, not the Sakuya Ace. He's like, no, my Sakuya Ace is sideways. I said, no. The attack was triggered by the Taumon.
Yeah, Alliance.
You do not get to activate Alliance. No Alliance for you.
It's not a passive effect.
Yes. Yeah. So, that was interesting. So I lost that one 1-2. At this point, I'm furious. I want to play a third round. I'm hoping we don't have to.
You look pretty bad.
But we do. Yeah. I was not happy. I was also still pretty tired from the weekend.
Same.
Especially when I had forgot that I told Brandon that I would go see the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie with them Monday. Started driving to the theater, get a message on my phone. Thankfully, I looked at it. Hey, we can't go tonight.
Yep.
Oh. That was fun.
I was also very tired from the weekend. I wouldn't have come if I was going to be able to come Friday.
I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think, hey, I just don't have to go.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. And then round 3, I played against Gallant. Dante was playing it. I don't know when he picked up his other Gallant X's, but he had them. He's playing more of a traditional version of it though, which in my opinion I think is just worse than the OTK version.
Yeah.
And maybe the fastest game I've ever played in my entire life. game 1 was over, and I swear to God, like 2 minutes, maybe. My hand was so bad, I was just passing him to 3. Or playing Tamers for 4 costs. I didn't see a level 3. I didn't see a level 4. If I put a body out there, it just gives him a free body to nuke. There's no point. So, in the fastest game ever, and then games 2 and 3, he bricked, and I won. I literally, at one point, Will goes, I thought you were playing CS, not Dianamon. I had 3 standing Dianamons with the inheritable Crestmont underneath all 3 of them. And 2 Imi and 1 Iba. No.
What are you doing, dude? Just kill him.
Dude, I just kill him, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that when I built this deck. This deck can't kill.
Yep.
The Rise Greymon inheritable, sure, security attack 1+ is nice. I have no DP bonus if I don't have if I don't have Angemon in my stack. My thing runs into something. It's dead.
Dynus has barrier, just so you know.
Yes, and it has. That was my main form of aggression. Guess what I never saw all night? Dynus.
Yeah. So you forgot to put a win condition in your deck. Understood?
Yeah. You got no win condition. I was all defense. And guess what? If I don't establish fast enough, I'm screwed. And then also trying to explain Ice Clad to a player who hardly ever plays and only plays with his furry deck.
Yeah.
Is hilarious. So I go, this Digimon has Ice Clad. I know you don't know what that means, but if I have more sources than you, we're going to do battle and your Digimon's going to die right away. Okay. Attack.
That's my card effect, right?
No.
I block. Okay, so your Digimon's dead? I literally just explained Ice Clad to you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had like 7 sources under my Dianamon because I had already tucked a couple cards and then went into a Dianamon. Yeah. He has like 3. Because he was like Talmon Ace.
Oh my god.
And then he was like, yeah. He just So I'm like, you had like no sources under that, my guy. So I'm like, all right, block. And he's like, okay, so your Digimon's smaller. Said, okay, I have more sources than you. I just explained to you this effect. And then I moved the memory marker. As soon as he declared the attack and I turned my Dianamon sideways, I moved the memory marker.
Ace overflow.
It's crazy because he can't use because then he reached over for Mandela and it's like, nope, that's through battle.
No.
Nope. Chuck that stuff.
No. So. Yeah, I have already unsleeved the deck. I put it away. It's in storage.
You lost to that.
Yeah, I put it in storage. I said any deck I lose against him, I unsleeve and I put away.
Wally actually didn't know what the hell your cards did and played poorly into them. Still won.
Yep. So
it's a good time.
Put that away.
I will go next. I
will not be cooking ever again. I'm staying out of the kitchen.
Out of the kitchen. So I played Gas. I decided to bring that back. Unfortunately for me, the first person I sat across from was Josh playing Abadomon. And if you guys remember from a couple podcasts ago, probably like 5 or 6 at this point, Abado into Gas is basically an auto loss for me. Because Josh, being a very smart player, will literally not promote his big guy on my first Alter S swing. He will let the first Alter S swing go through and then attempt to promote during my second one and then just block. And because by then I have no battle protection, I have nothing. I'm unaffected, but if he's bigger, it doesn't matter. Turns out didn't even need to do any of that because game 1 I was never going to see a lethal line because all of my key pieces were in security. Like I had an Alter S and I want to say EX1 were both in security, so I wasn't playing that game. And then game 2 I hard bricked, and I was basically just like, guess I'll die.
I will say, because this is the Evo Cup, right?
Yeah. No. Evo Cup was...
Yeah, you're right. It's the previous week.
Before.
Oh, that's right. Okay. No. What did you play during the Evo Cup last week? Was that Huddy?
No, I played Omni.
That's right. You were crazy for that. You have the potentially best deck in format.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
All right. That's why I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah.
Lost in Negamon.
So then,
still don't know what that deck does.
It sits there until it promotes the 7.
Yeah, I'm like, your cards do what? How do you doing that? Okay,
they do barely anything until the 7 is in play, and then they do stuff.
Yep. Then it does a lot.
Yeah, then a lot of stuff happens
all at once.
Yes.
So then,
I do remember Josh was very upset he got paired up against Ben because Penn was playing the fighter mode, and he goes, I can't even promote with my Tama. And Sean's like laughing. He's like, what? And he like, you picked up the Tama and you read it. You like threw it down. You're laughing.
Yeah, so he can't use his Tama effect because it's playing by the effect of the Tama. It's like he literally can't play his deck under fighter mode. So yeah, I started when I read it because I forgot exactly how it works. I read it and I started laughing when he said that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah. So then round 2, I played against Dante playing Gallant, as Chris already mentioned. Game 1, I was basically bricked up, couldn't fight out of it. Nothing I could do. At this point, I'm like 3 games in of just not being able to play, and I'm literally like, I'm messing around with people around me, and I'm like, oh man, whoever didn't stop me from pulling this deck out of the storage, just take me out to the shed, man. Take me out. I'm out of it. I'm so done. Game 2 and
you didn't go to Orlando and play and drive back and forth.
No.
You were the most well rested out of me, Chris, and Ben.
Okay. Don't mean anything when your deck's not showing up.
That is true.
Apparently my deck was out there just partying.
Yeah.
So game 2 and 3, I do actually manage to take him off of him. Basically, since he's not playing the Uber OTK Super Wombo Combo Stack version, he goes into the Gallant that says you can't play from trash. And then I said, okay, let me use my BT5 Melga and just bot deck it. And he goes, oh, all those sweet, juicy on-deletion
nice on-deletion
inheritables? Bye. Because it's like, I don't even need anything to trigger the effect like I do with EX1. With EX1, I need to keep turn and swing with it. With this one, it's a win digivolving as long as I have a Garu in my source.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's never happening, right?
It's wild that you're playing that card.
It's what you got to use in gas now.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. But, the extra memory off the inheritable is pretty...
Alright, like gains of memory if you have Omni1 in your name?
Yeah. Oh, no, I think it's just when attacking, gain of memory.
Oh, is it? Okay.
People tried to cope with it when BT9 came out, and they were dumb for trying. Anyway, yeah, so I clear his 1 stack, he can't recover, and then I just kill him eventually. I didn't, Super Wombo OTK him. But I just, because I've bought deck on deletion effects, it's kind of GG easy unless he sees War Relics. Round 3, I played against Todd. He was playing Diaboromon. Game 1, I never saw level 5, so I just lost. Game 2 and 3 were both, we both built up resources and kind of just stayed in the back. But the difference is, if I don't see him put the rush, level 4 in his stack, which I'm not even sure if he's playing. If he is, he didn't see it. If he doesn't have that one, I'm never worried he's OTKing me.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can just accrue resources, promote and OTK him.
Yeah.
I know it's not coming back my way. But both games, I was actually able to be ready before him, so I just promoted and just absolutely wombo comboed. Game 3, he did get super high rolled by my security, where he was just like, all right, searching rookie. All right, swing with the searching rookie. All right, here's my tamer. So I was like, all my effects are on now. My Gabu's drawing cards, my Garu's drawing cards. I'm good. And I had the one of Garu X. So it was just like, you're dead. So yeah, I got that one 2-1. So after the first 3 games, my night got a little better. Still put gas away. I'm not bringing gas back out.
So I took Maston to Trinity. Most of my stuff had come in over the weekend, so I was like, I'm gonna actually play my cards. Round 1,
including your medievals.
Oh yeah, my
so beautiful.
Yeah, my SB medievals that I bought on Black Friday came in too, and I brought those just to show. They're not in the Maston deck, but I just brought them just so people could.
They should be.
Oh man, if if they were even if half of them were one of the two colors that Maston was, I would be tempted to just sneak them in there somehow. But
just do it. Just do it.
I played against Dante round 1 playing Gallant. Game 1, he did a whole lot of nothing while I did stuff, and I eventually killed him before he ever really played the game. I think
Dante didn't do anything all night, poor guy.
Yeah.
He might have had a worse night than all of us.
Did we all run into Dante?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I think he Crimson Blazed me at one point, but I don't know. I still have yet to have someone Crimson Blaze me or even check it out as security and it actually make me to have an impact. Normally they kill like 1-5 and I'm like, okay, cool.
I remember you and Dante tied because he activated the Crimson Blaze on you. That was like
Selfie.
a couple.
I'm
right.
Sorry,
okay.
I meant specifically with Maston.
Right. I forgot you were playing. Yeah, I forgot you were playing Selfie that week.
That was before I started playing Nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he Crimson Blazed me from his hand at one point, but like it doesn't matter. Because I'm never going to sit there with like 3 or 4 level 5s on the field. Like it's going to be like a number of Masties and then 1 level 5. So like you can Crimson Blaze me, but it kills one thing, and I'm like, okay.
Does that stop my Patamon? No? Okay, cool.
Alright, cool.
Oh, I can still hard drop these 5s for 4 memory. I don't need to play things by an effect. Cool. I think game 2, if I'm not mistaken, I think he managed to evo into a Gallant X and swing. Like he evoed into it on the swing, but it passed turn. But unfortunately for that deck, it's very easy for Maston to pass turn and then out the Gallant because we have end of turn DNA. So I was just like, okay, pass memory over, get rid of it. You're set back like 4 turns because you're stacked deck. I win now. So I ended up winning that 2-0. In round 2, played against Will playing Hoodiemon. Promo Mastamon is real good in that matchup because you just control their tamers, keep them from getting like infinite memory and resources, and choke them to 1, keep them from having memory to where they can Hoodiemon you. End up winning that 2-0. I actually missed lethal game 2 because I wasn't paying attention. And I should have killed him, but I was like, oh no, I needed to swing before I DNA'd here. Oops. And he had an Erica and a Mirai on the field. And I was like, oh, okay, well that would potentially be bad if he has a Chitos in his hand and like he can start doing stuff maybe. So I was like, okay, Pelomon, choke to 1, your turn. And so he couldn't play on his turn. I just killed him on the next turn, but thankfully that didn't cost me anything more than a turn. And then round 3 played against Ben playing Virus Imperial. Game 1, he super duper high rolled me. He activated an Analog Youth and revealed 3 perfect cards. The card to add to his hand. The
amount of times he does that.
Yeah, the card to add to his hand, which was the BT23 Wormon. And the other 2 cards were Promo Shade and then a level 5. And I was like,
okay, perfect.
That is disgusting.
It's always Promo Shade, I swear.
Yeah. And then I think he activated another Analog Youth, and he wombo comboed me very quickly game 1 and fighter moded me, and I was like, cool, can't play the game, dope. But fortunately, he did not high roll me games 2 and 3 to where I was actually able to play the game. And game 3 was back and forth, and he fighter moded me a couple of times, and it kept me from like being able to actually like lethal him. And he on his last turn he comboed, and I was like, oh no, I lose here if he fighter modes me. Or I don't lose, but like it's still in his favor probably if he fighter modes me. But fortunately, he was hoping to draw it, and he never drew it, and he passed like 4 memory over, and Imperialmon Dragon moded me, and blitzed, and I think I partitioned, and I ended up with like 3 bodies on the field.
Yeah, Sean goes, no fire mode, and Ben goes, nope.
And I was like, sweet. I was like, I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm not under fighter mode. And I was eventually going to kill him, but I was doing it like the most methodical way possible, and he just flipped over his security once he realized I had enough Mastamons to kill him. Because I was playing around his kill options, because I'm sure that he has them, and I don't know what his list is, at least that most recent list. So like I was playing around, potentially checking like
just being overly cautious, basically.
Yeah, there's no reason for me not to. So I just started promo Mastamoning his security, so I just started trashing it instead of checking it. And then he just flipped over his last couple of security and extended his handshake. So I ended up winning that 2-1 and came in first.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
So we'll go to Friday, TBS.
Yeah, Friday, Sean, what did you do?
I went to a Christmas party and was unable to attend. Would have preferred to play Digimon, but unfortunately,
I don't know. I saw the pictures. You looked quite happy.
Very merry.
That is how I look when I smile for pictures.
Yeah, very merry.
It
looked like you were filled with Christmas joy.
It's an illusion. I just know how to smile for pictures. I am not there. Just because I look like I'm having a good time in a picture does not mean that I'm even.
Are you actually the guy in the corner holding his cup? And he's like, I don't want to socialize. He's just sitting there thinking, just thinking about Mastamon in your head. You're like, oh man.
Honestly, I was just kind of tired when we were over there. Like the food, they had chili, and cornbread and like some kind of pecan cake thingy mabob for dessert. All of the food was good, but after I ate, I was like, man, I want to go lay down.
I want to go take a nap.
Yeah, I want to go to bed. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go to TBS. I'll go first again. This is an Evo Cup. I hadn't really decided what I was going to play. Well, I was just like, I'm just going to play Belphemon. I have it built, and I had fun the last time I played the deck, and
I hate you.
Brandon needs me to, like, do somewhat well to try and get the War Green on.
Just get top 4.
Turns out...
care?
Yeah, it turns out, Ben also decided to bring Belphemon. This was our deck layout. For the night, we had 2 Belphemon players, 2 Sakuya, 2 Huddy players, a Royal Knight, what was Deshaun even playing? Or not Deshaun,
Deshaun? I'm pretty sure he's playing Deshaun. Still.
And Ulforce. And Caleb was playing Rocks.
And then one more deck. Yep. Todd playing Exa.
Oh, Todd playing Exa, yeah.
Who was the second Sakuya player?
Dante.
Dante.
Because he bought the decks. Because he needed the promos in it, so he just played it.
So, funny thing, me and Ben end up playing, I believe, the exact same 3 opponents with almost very similar results.
Yep.
I actually don't know if he played against Keyshawn. That's the only one where I'm, like, unsure. So, round 1, I sit down, I get paired up against Deshaun, who is playing Royal Knights. Mm-hmm. I immediately go, oh no, this is an awful matchup for me.
Is it?
Is that right?
You're probably
because of the Omni X.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is round 2. No, it was round 2. Round 1 was against Dante playing Sakuya.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't think it was a bad matchup. Game 1, I end up actually opening up really slow. It took me way too long to see sleep mode, which can't happen with the deck. Mm-hmm. Game 2, I did finally see sleep mode. It ended up not mattering. He was able to establish too wide of a board before I could do anything, and then literally killed me through 5. No, it wasn't 5 security. It was like maybe 3 because he had poked at me already. 3 security and 1 negated attack with Belphy. Yeah. So I'm already like, alright, this sucks. Brandon's going to be all pissy with me because I'm not going to get top 4.
Correct.
I'm like, So I lose that one 0-2. Round 2, I play against Royal Knights. Deshaun had just played against Ben in this similar matchup. They ended up tying.
How?
Okay, so I think you're forgetting a very key card they play, Sean.
They might have a card that may or may not have premium DP neg.
Yep.
Oh.
Called or you can
the Alpha 8. That's why it's a bad matchup. Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot that.
And the amount of times I looked over, saw him activate like DGO or Guardian, and revealed it, and just goes slowly, just grabs it.
Take that.
Yep. So I kept telling Deshaun I thought it was a hate crime. That I was being bullied and harassed. Every time I established Belfie, he had an ace. Every time I thought I played through it, I would finally answer it, do it, get rid of it, everything, blah blah blah. On his turn, he had another one. So I did accidentally fumble. I'm not even gonna say leaf because it wasn't. I still don't even think I could have won. Protecting myself. He activated Omnimon, or he played Omnimon, activated its effect, played out all his Royal Knights. He swung at my security. I should have negated the. It didn't matter. I had like 3 security, and he had like 4 swings.
He had 4 bodies, and one of them was Omni X, so it was 5 swings.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, I had to eventually negate one of the attacks, and then because I trashed the card in my hand, I was able to. I would have been able to activate my Awesomon's effect to then play the Stingmon out of my trash to suspend one of his other Digimon.
Yeah.
I just went completely
brain dead.
You just forgot that was an option.
I was going to do it, but it was on the wrong Digimon because his Omni X had already swung, and he could just swing without suspending. I'm like, I forgot. Oops.
So he had all suspended bodies, and he hadn't.
Oh my god! You
yeah.
You negated the last attack.
Just know it.
He's like, oh, I messed that up. Whatever, it's game.
Oops. It wouldn't have mattered because the turn previous he had literally activated Last Guardian and added, or you can 8.
Oh.
So even if this wasn't lethal,
you just would have been boom.
He could have given me 9 memory and killed my Belfie, and I'd be like, okay, I just lose next turn.
What a great game.
Yeah, it was. Even Ben sitting behind me, he goes, I hate this. It was an awful matchup. So I've basically kind of played Digimon tonight. Dude, I'm telling you right now, Sakuyamon, when Dante played, he rolled me.
Yeah.
Dude, he promotes, and he's just like, swing, unsuspend, 2-check, swing, Sukuya X, dead, rush token, dead.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he probably took the time to learn how the deck works.
Oh yeah. So he rolled me. And then Royal Knights was a slow grindy death. And then I sit down for round 3. And Keyshawn comes up to me and goes, nah, you can have it. Because I'm about to have to leave. I'm like, okay. So I really, alright, cool. And then he's like, I want your opinion on my 7th grade Demon Lords deck. Pulls out his mat, fans out his whole entire 7th grade Demon Lords deck, and then sits there and asks me questions for the next 20 to 30 minutes. And I go, you're asking the wrong person. You should be asking Ben these questions. I don't know this deck.
Yeah.
He didn't care.
The only person that has built that deck at our locals is Ben.
Yeah.
Did not care. You want
it was give like experience points.
I'm like, I'm like this.
That's why when someone asks me questions like that for a deck I have no experience with, I don't even answer. I'm just like, I don't know enough to answer you. I cannot help you.
Yep, and we definitely had enough time. We should have just played. We could have played our match, but whatever.
I got to sit there and watch. 2-0 than got pummeled with questions about a deck that I've never built before.
Instead, I got to watch Brandon in his final pair as he is literally sweating his tits off because he has to win this.
Nokia.
I have to win
because after getting absolutely demolished in the first Evo Cup a couple weeks ago,
all of them,
he said,
"No, I have a notoriously bad record at specifically Trinity Evo Cups." So
Brandon goes, "Nah, F that. I'm playing Huddy. Nobody's gonna stop me. I'm gonna roll people tonight." Yeah. So go ahead, Brandon. How did your night go?
So round 1, played against Rashid playing Sakuya, 2-1. The only game I lost was the game I didn't see Hoodie, right? So
that was another really funny interaction when after you shacked him multiple times, he goes, "How are you doing that?"
Yeah.
Like the third
game
time.
3, by the way. Game 3. The end of game 3.
That reminds me. You continue telling about the match, but that reminds me of something that happened the week before we left for the regional that I want to talk about.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So game 1, I never saw Hoodie, so I couldn't kill him. Game 2, I just did my normal OTK combo. Like I literally saw a perfect combo, and I was just like, "All right, cool, you're dead." I don't.
He didn't question nothing.
Kill it. Yeah.
He just believed Brian could have been cheating out of his mind, and he just was letting whatever go through.
I think he's smart enough to know that we play this like.
He assumes that we're not going to cheat him.
Yes.
Yeah. So
until game 3.
Game 3. Well, because then the game's on the line. Like,
yeah, now game's on the line.
Yeah. Stuff matters.
So game 3, I had to be very patient. Because he sets the Mandela in his security pretty early, and I wasn't seeing super optimal, so I had to play patient. I was clearing like his little bodies and his stuff like that, and he was letting me kill it because he doesn't want to pop my pinata. Because like I had gone into a shack without a hoodie in it, but still I'm just getting extra bodies, I'm getting extra draws, so he wasn't popping my pinata. Now eventually, I get him down to his last security, and I'm like, all right, cool. I have a shack right here. Pildramon. I went into a Pildramon, and I was like, all right, cool. Swing, unsuspend. And he goes, all right, how big is your Pildramon? I'm like, 8K. He goes, all right, minus it by 9. I went, all right, cool. So shack inheritable number 1, play out here. Partition effect here, play out 2 bodies, and then DNA into another shack. And he goes, oh, okay.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
It was just like, it was perfect. It was perfect. That was every last minute detail. Perfect. So I got that one 2-1.
All right.
Real
quick.
2. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. So Friday night before we left for the regional, I had forgotten about this, but I'm really glad that this triggered the memory. We got the Sakuya decks, and this player is a Sakuyamon furry fan, and they
furry lover.
They built their deck Friday night with the new cards. And they were playing Maston. I can't remember I think it was round 1, but I was sitting next to Ben watching the match. And multiple times, like several times over the course of the match, he triggered the CS Masty and tucked his Digimon into security. Like he was tucking his Sakuyamons into security and stuff. Happened more than once. Multiple times. Game 2... he passed turn by going into he hard played the ace to Digivolution plug-in S into a level 6 ace to then try to out Ben's CS Mastamon. And it also like trashes security or whatever. It outed a body next to the CS Mastamon. That's what it was. And he went into like the maid mode, I think. And it was like,
yep. And
it trashes your security. And he's like, it trashes my security? And he's like, yep. And Ben's like, okay. He trashes security, and then he's like, all right, Mastamon effect, tuck your 2 A stack into your security, and then give me 7 more memory. And this is game 2, like halfway through game 2. At this point, he's like, hold on, let me read that. And he picked up the CS Mastamon, and I was like, I recommend that you do read that. After playing into it several times, he finally decided to read it, but at that point it was way too late.
It was so funny because he kept asking Brandon, does that have any protection? Brandon's like, no. Does that have protection? Like multiple times to the same stack.
I'll play a body out.
Yes.
Anytime he would be attempted to remove from the board, except for D-Evo, I will play a body out.
And Brandon tucks one of his Digimon. After he's done it multiple times in game 3, he goes, how exactly are you doing that? And Brandon is even reading off his effects. He's like, PAL effect, tuck, draw a card. Yeah.
Game
it's so funny. Yeah. I waited till moments before I'm about to lose to be like, wait, how are you doing this?
Yeah. And Ben 2-0'd him in that match. Like he read it basically at the end of the match. He was like, let me read that card.
Let me check the Carfax.
Yeah.
So then round 2, I played against Todd playing Exa. I got that one 2-0. Both games are very close, like to the wire, because like I could tell he was 1 turn away from lethaling me game 1. And then game 2, I basically had done, because I was prioritizing like clearing any small things he put out on the board, because I know he would more than likely be able to lethal me if he had multiple like pokes.
Mm-hmm.
So like he would go into like the level 4 with jamming, swing at my security, and I'd be like, all right, cool, promote, go to Ankilo, minus it, swing over it, just to make sure it's not on the board anymore. Then I can go Ankilo, tuck, get the extra effect off, and I can do more plays there. Also, I was just like, spam tamers on the board. Spam them. Because you can't remove everything. You can remove something, but you can't remove everything. Always made sure to hold a Chitose in hand, though. Yeah, so I just prioritize like clearing his board, because the thing is, once he goes into the Examon, it's clean sailing. Because I de-evo and DP neg it, so it doesn't partition out the two bodies, so his little protection, Timu Miraculous Mega Knight doesn't go off. So... yeah, I ended up slowly killing him game 2, but game 1, I think I was able to just go through him pretty quick. He chunked my security down to like 0 game 2, though, so I was swinging naked. I was like, if he dies, he dies, and I just lose. Because I don't have barrier anymore.
That's wild, because that's a deck that probably has like 10 cards that you die to in security.
Yep. Well, the way I had my board set up, I think I was pretty fine. Like, if the hoodie... Because I could just Siegramon Alliance, and if the Siegramon dies, whatever.
Yeah.
Because then I can just DNA with something else, but still, better if I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And then round 3, I played against Will. He got to the finals, playing hoodie mid. And
Brandon's hands are shaking. He's sweating.
Hey, I will say, I was chill under pressure, because I know at this point I'm basically guaranteed top 4.
I hear him. Teeth chattering. He's like, can't have to win this.
I have to win. So, Will is like, oh yeah, we're both gonna get top 4, and I'm like, no, you're not. We're both not gonna get top 4. Because there was a draw in round 1, and the 2 people who drew have gone undefeated since. So the best one of us can potentially be. If your tiebreakers are good, we could both get top 4, but only one of us is guaranteed.
Yeah.
So, game 1, I was very patient. Because I know once he goes into his stuff, he can't OTK me. And then if I go into my stuff, I can OTK him. And because he's playing the mid-range, he's playing the option cards, I was playing Pokesy Daisy. I was going into my Shacks without going into Hoodie. I never went into Hoodie game 1 until the turn I lethaled him. Other than that, I was just like, alright, poke with a Shack, poke with a Shack, poke with a Shack. Oh, cool, I hit the D-Digivolve. Alright, cool, now I'm back to my regular rookie. Let me go into a new level 4, tuck it, get the extra effect of the rookie. It was awesome. I was playing very patiently. He was never, like, truly showing lethal, so I was never super worried. He never saw Erica, so I was never worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
The best he was doing was setting up his options. Like,
let's be honest, he was bricked.
Yeah. Game 1 specifically, yeah. He, like, saw the ice archery and was, like, stunning my dudes and stuff, and I was like, alright, cool, it's fine, and you're not showing lethal, I'm just gonna kill you eventually. Game 2, I go super wide, knowing that he's never going to be able to clear my entire board. I saw like double Gatsumon, and I was just like, my board's thick, because I can just do the Kisuke, play it back, Kisuke, play it back. So I'm just searching for days, and I end up getting like a huge board where I have like 2 Siegramons. One of them's not hard played, one is hard played that turn. So I like alliance with that one, while I also have a hoodie over here. And I just ended up killing him in one turn, like, probably 4 or 5 turns in. So, I kind of I OTK'd him pretty thoroughly that game, but I was at least attempting to play around his, like, major bombs and security.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, I was holding...
I do not agree with playing the blue option if you're even playing the options.
Yeah. I was holding HPD, too, because, like, I knew... if I hit one of the options, I could just go into another free hoodie right there. Because unless it's a removal one, which I don't even know if he plays. I think he plays the stun and the D-Digivolve. I don't think he's playing the red one that removes bodies.
Most of the lists I see that are even playing the options are playing the black and red. Maybe yellow.
And then Brandon jumped out of his chair like prime Tiger Woods. Started fist pumping. He's like,
I won the Nokia.
So, as you can see, I did get your boy a Nokia.
You did get that underage girl.
I got 2 War Greymons. Shout out to Will for being a homie and giving me one of the War Greymons.
Does it have texture?
And then, yeah, they do. Okay. I can show you in person Tuesday, tomorrow, or Tuesday. And then I did manage to walk out with a full playset of Metal Garurumon.
Nice.
This is an interesting thing. If you take the 2 level 6s and you put them side by side, you can see right there in the middle, there's an Omnimon. In the light.
Who would have thunk that they did that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I never would have thought that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What a great idea.
Also, Sean,
yes.
I do still think I prefer the art of the box topper, but I do love, like you said, the texture on this one. I don't think the camera's gonna pick it up.
I think I've seen a picture of it to where I can tell that it has a lot of texture on it, but yeah, the camera's not really doing it justice.
Right there in the top corner.
It's got hearts.
All of the texture is hearts.
Huh.
Every piece of texture is a heart around the entire card. So it does look very cool. I will be playing this in my deck because I want it. So therefore, I will play it. I'm not going to pay for the rest of them. I'm not paying $70 a pop for that, but
I'm shocked.
I want it. I want it.
I'm shocked that you're not going to get more than one of those.
Yeah, I won't.
Get the ones for her in the kimono dress. Those will probably be cheaper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that also is a BT5 one, isn't it?
I would still rather just play the box topper.
Why? The box topper doesn't have texture, dude. That was before they cared enough about us to
put everything. Okay, texture isn't everything.
It is. It is everything.
Cool. I love it.
It is.
But it's not everything.
It's everything.
Okay, but we both agreed. The Patamon. All right, the Patamon has the better regular art. If they
but Sean likes the other one because of
texture.
Yeah. Texture. So we get it. I would rather play that Patamon. You would rather play the one with the texture.
Correct.
Just a difference of opinions here.
Yeah, it's texture is love, texture is life.
Yeah.
I hate alt arts that don't have texture on them.
Well, you better pray and hope that those what are they called? The dash packs?
The Liberator promos? Oh, I could give two shits about those cards.
Well, I was talking about the dash pack they announced today with the
the Liberator
foreign alt arts.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't care about the Medusa?
He already got his SP Medusas.
Why would I care about the Medusa?
Right, in case you like the art more.
I've told you, I've said this multiple times. This is my favorite art of her.
Whatever.
I said the English one was the worst one, and if we were going to have ones that weren't the SP, I would prefer the others, but I prefer the SP over all of them.
Yes.
Yep, so Chris failed me Friday. I could have had 3 War Greymons, but...
Okay, I'll take back one of my Melgas then.
Okay, I'll get one from Trinity.
Nah, I will take all of theirs as well.
Oh no.
He'll just start trade raping you. Or not trade raping, trade jumping you. Yeah, that's the word. Just be like, give me your Melgas. I'll give you $1 more than whatever Brandon offers. Just broker a deal with Brandon and then come find me and I'll give you $1 more.
Yep.
Perfect.
The only way to do trades, I guess.
Yep.
So yeah, that was TBS, Sean. You really didn't miss anything.
Yeah. Sounds like it. I mean, I would have liked to have potentially won the Nokia, but just wasn't in the cards. I unfortunately was stuck eating chili.
It is where it belongs, inside my Gabumon deck box.
Yeah, honestly, I just would have wanted to win it. I still would have traded it to you because
full value.
I have no interest in that card. Yeah, of course, dude. Will value, dude. TCG player plus 10%.
Okay, so friend discount, sir. The price went up. Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. See, we're in person, so I charge you more.
Yep. No shipping.
Yes, there's no shipping and no fees. That means I want more than what it says here.
Yeah. The shipping was me bringing it to you.
That's right, dude. I had to put this in my bag to take it to locals.
I had to pull this out of the pack as we actively finished the tournament and turn around and hand it to you.
Yes. It's a lot of work, dude.
A lot of effort.
Yeah. It's called shipping and handling. All right. Comment questions. Damien Carr 168. Thank you for being a channel member. There's a timestamp, and he said, "Footage. Are we getting games back on the channel? Hype."
No, never.
We are going to be getting games back on the channel in the not too distant future. I apologize for the delay.
I've heard that like 8 times.
As long as I'm able to record Friday night, I should have gameplay on the channel again starting next week. It's not going to be like 5 videos a week, but my goal is to post at least 2 a week, assuming I have enough footage to have 2 matches. But Venomous Monarch 2447. I'm interested to know what y'all think about the lack of kids playing this in many other card games. I got to thinking about when a mother brought her 7-year-old son to my locals and appeared visibly uncomfortable before taking her son and leaving. For context, the youngest regular at my locals is 16.
I think it depends on the card game. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Digimon's for children. I've seen Hydramon's alt art. I have seen Angelwomon,
Hydrassi,
Lady Devimon, Lilithmon, Venusmon, the new Time Stranger Venusmon, specifically the alt art. Oh my god. Gooner Central.
I will say I think it's more difficult for a younger audience to get into Digimon than it is something like Pokemon, just because like Digimon's always kind of had like, even when you look at like the cartoons and whatnot, like they're even the video games are just like they have like they lean older, like they have more complicated, not complicated, but like
it's like more grown up conflicts and more like serious things happening.
Like you got even
in the Japanese version, they straight up had like booze and guns and stuff.
Well, I was gonna say like there's more like complex things going on. Like you have the storyline with Matt, TK, and their parents about like the complications of them being divorced and them not seeing each other as much because they're both living. Izzy with adopted parents, like like that kind of stuff. Like there's always been more complex storytelling with Digimon. Like, yeah, the Digimon are cool. It's like, oh my god, that dinosaur turned into a man with like a suit of armor on, like it's cool, but like it's more difficult to put that in front of your kid and be like, here you go, just zone out. I
feel like if you wanted to get a child into Digimon, you'd probably have to start with a series like Ghost Game, maybe, but I feel like that gets pretty dark too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I hear that one's also extremely dark.
Maybe Fusion?
Yeah, I think it'd be harder for that. Like, you definitely have to be like a Digimon fan as a parent already, and then being like getting your kids into it that way.
Yeah. It's not something that a kid's just gonna like be like, I want to play that. Usually.
And I think the youngest player at our locals is 17.
Well,
yeah,
somewhere around there.
Yeah, I just think it's a problem with the IP itself. I just don't think it's young leaning anymore. It's very clearly grown up with its audience.
Even Beat Break, even Beat Break is like, that's got very difficult and complex storylines as well.
I mean, they literally had Ostamon with a Tommy gun.
Yeah, like that was funny. The age range of most of the players that play this game is like 25 to like late 30s.
Yeah.
And with that, you're just not going to get a whole lot of other children as well. Because, like, back in our days when we were youngins, we would, like, bring our Yu-Gi-Oh! / Pokemon decks to the playground, and that's how we played.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, they're like, hey, you want to, like, help me with my mobile game? We can go do, like, a raid together.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I also think one of the better things Pokemon does is they do have, like, a junior league. For those like ages, for those kids, like, you're not running into a 30-year-old man with like a blinged out deck, and it's like, all right, kid.
Thirst Trap.
I'm 7.
Playmat.
Yeah.
He's got the Thirst Trap, Lopunny mat, and everything.
Pokemon is definitely set up way better for kids to start playing because they're playing against other kids.
Yeah.
I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely not a kid's game anymore. Like,
I don't think
it
ever
gotten
was
into it early, but nowadays
it wasn't a kid's game when I played, and I played like almost 15 years ago, like 12.
Well, I mean, me and Chris got in when the game first started. I remember we went to a mall once, and they had this like I think we went there for this event where they gave you like a starter deck and you did like a whole event against like other new players. I think we just went there to get a starter deck, but remember that? We went with I think Grayson and his father.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That memory just pops into my brain every now and then. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be nice if we got big enough to the point where like they started doing like levels like Pokemon does, but I don't know. I doubt that's ever going to happen.
No way. Now with the way Bandai pumps out games, no way.
Yeah, I feel like a child would be more likely to go into like a One Piece or another like Union Arena or something.
I think it's
like
Pokemon.
No, I think it's just Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Pokemon or bust.
I was talking about like because at least with like One Piece, it's one of those really big IPs where it just has broad appeal.
Oh,
well, it's set rotation. Trying to explain set rotation to a 7-year-old. Now you can't play that card anymore. Why not? I like this card. Also, because it's not allowed. Says who?
They're not allowed.
That 7-year-old would need to be comfortable playing against grown-ass dudes because that's all they're going to be playing against.
Yeah.
Impact Entertainment. Sup, nerds. Hope all is well. Just wanted to know if you guys did any Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping and what you guys hope to get for Christmas. I got lucky that one of my locals was selling EX9 and EX10 boxes for $30 and BT23 for $35. Was able to get a couple boxes from those sets, but only got one EX10 because it was the last box along with some Gundam starter decks for $20. Stay safe out there, shopping guys, and enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
That's a really good deal for those sets.
Boxes?
That's yeah. No, he was buying packs. I did some Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping on TCG Player.
Sean did a little bit.
Yeah, I already owned all of the CS Masties and the promo Masties, and I already owned my Patamons and my Tokomons. And I don't play Gato, but I already own those. But I bought basically the entirety of my Mastamon deck on Black Friday, like all the Mires, because I haven't owned those. I haven't owned any of those BT11 cards in a while. I had to buy the EX6 stuff, all the new CS stuff, and then I also bought some SP Medieval Galamons.
Chris, did you get anything?
No, not really. I wanted to order a couple things, but I ordered like my Omni stuff on Black Friday and whatnot, but that wasn't worth too much. Ordered like a couple extra cards, just like kind of have nothing as crazy as like Sean did.
Yeah.
What do I want for Christmas? I want some more socks. I need new socks. I've got a couple pair with some holes in it.
How do you know he's in his 30s? And there you go.
I don't know if you know this, Chris, but there's no law against you being a grown-ass dude going into a store and buying socks. Like, they'll just let you leave.
I know.
Especially when we, work in that store.
But but listen, after I went and bought literally, I think, some more underwear, I think it was deodorant, and then like one other item, and I went up front, scanned it all, and it was like over $30. I said, "What the hell did I bought like 3 things." And I'm like, you know what? I'm asking for socks for Christmas. I'm not buying socks.
It's valid. So I got one thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, obviously, I want more than socks, but I do need socks.
I will say I'm actually excited for you to open mine and E's Christmas gift to you.
They got you socks.
Hold up, you guys are married. That's one gift each. What do you mean, our gift?
It's 2. It's 2 things.
Okay. All right. Good.
One's like a more expensive item. One's a super cheap item. Oh, and I got you 4 things actually, because I got 2 things that are going to be like stocking stuffers.
It's 4 pairs of socks.
Yeah. Let's go. That's almost one. That's one pair for almost each workday.
Yeah.
Just need one more.
Yep. There you go. So the store I bought from wasn't Black Friday, but they were still having their Black Friday sale. Mm-hmm. So I picked up the Black Hole Toys Bloodshed Duo. Yeah, Bloodshed Duo. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a third party that does old SH Figure Arts. So it came with 2. It has the OG Scouter Vegeta, which I used to have back in the day when I was an SH Figure Arts collector. But I sold my collection a while ago, so it was nice picking him back up. It is very nice quality. And then the reason you buy the 2-pack is for this battle damaged, super clean, like absolutely amazing face sculpts with all that extra damage. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely going to be picking up the Majin Vegeta as well, probably after.
These are the things he buys instead of bringing out his Omnimon deck that he's been playing for years now.
Correct. I love figures. I like looking at them. Like just the other day when I went to pick up what day did Hades come out? It was the same day as Kirby Air Ride, right?
Yeah.
Whatever day that was. They also had the Black Series Anakin, so I picked up Black Series Anakin. So still hunting down Obi-Wan, but you know. As far as what I want for Christmas, Playbaco's Digimon model kits are pretty high on my list. The little chibi model kits, Sean, the little tiny guys.
No. Is that the Playbaco?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming that's Japanese or something.
That's something like that. They're cute. I like them. Other than that, I can go for some socks. I'm gonna be real. I'm running out of socks. I'd like some socks.
You guys can buy socks.
Yeah, why would I buy socks when I can buy more Vegeta figures? I feel like you'd be right there for me.
I mean,
that point.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, fair. Yeah. That's fair.
I want you to know, I have a little Sean corner over here, because do you know what's right behind my 2 Vegetas? Because I still haven't put him away.
Hell yeah.
My Black War Greymon.
Hell yeah.
He's just right behind Vegeta.
As he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'll show these since you showed your stuff. I mean, you can't really like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I got you,
You
Sean.
can kind of see the texture.
This is good, right?
Get that off my screen, please.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
What about this?
I won't use the word disappointed. I hate adult Gohan as well. Please get that off my screen. Gohan was cool until the beginning of him being an adult, and I was
Great Saiyaman was a treasure.
I was introduced to Great Saiyaman, so like the Band-Aid was immediately ripped off. I was like, oh, he sucks now. I don't care about Boba.
He doesn't know who that is. Yeah, he doesn't know who that is. All right.
Really? You never watched The Mandalorian?
No.
Never had any interest in watching it.
Okay, but what about...
No.
What about Batman? You like Batman?
I mean, he's okay.
A definite no.
He's okay. I like Batfleck.
I do have a Batfleck. He's somewhere in there. So
better let him out before he beats your ass.
God.
Yeah.
He'd be the one to murder me. The other ones would just put me in the hospital.
I mean, he's not the only one that murders people. Let's be real, dude. Tim Burton's Batman killed people.
Tim Burton's murdered people.
Also,
he said, "Here's a bomb in your little sash and into the sewer."
We're not showing this on screen, but there's no way you don't die.
That smile he gives is diabolical.
And
it's not an actual bomb. It's a flash. It's a flash grenade.
It was a bomb.
Yeah, it's a flash grenade. Ignore the fire and pyrotechnics that go off through that hole. Yeah, that's just it's whatever. It's
Val Kilmer's Batman also killed Two-Face.
He kills Two-Face. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't directly do it, but he doesn't save him.
It's like, come on,
he pulls a bit.
He literally caused him to fall. Like, how do you know that's going to happen when you do that? So people that are like, Batfleck kills people, my Batman doesn't. I'm like, most of them do.
I find it very funny how Batman was like, oh, I'll dive down here and save Robin and the girl, Meridian. But Two-Face starts falling and they just go.
He's like,
he's
like, damn, that sucks, dude. Anyway.
My grapnel's not reloaded, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Like, Batman kills a lot of people. Most of it's off screen. I don't really know what I want for Christmas. I'm really bad about this. Cause like usually if I want something, like I just get it.
Yeah.
Or save up and get it.
That's the problem my wife has.
Exactly.
Like I was actually just having this conversation with my my sister-in-law where she was like, you're an awful person to shop for because you never talk about what you want, because like if you want something you just like go get it, and I'm like, yeah, sorry.
I had to stop buying stuff because like I knew like, oh, the holidays are coming up. I'll just sprinkle it into conversation. So let's see if that works out for me.
But even like
it hasn't.
But also even like right now, like I wouldn't be able to tell you like what I would want right now.
Yeah, same.
It's unfortunate. I like cash.
I don't know. I feel like
cash is fun.
I feel like I'm a very good gift giver. I'm very bad at articulating what I want, like you guys are, though. So I feel like I go out of my way to be like, oh, this person likes this. Let me shop in that category, and I'm pretty good at picking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's much easier, for me to be able to buy someone's gift than even think about what I would want.
Yeah, exactly. I run into that same issue.
RDD48. Yep, English is a second language. I'm a compatriot of the Random Mexican. The last part of my comment on the advanced set was about how recent the reprints could be. I don't remember and care to look on the RB and LM's got the store promos as the newest reprints at the moment if I don't remember bad.
Did they specify how far the new reprint set is going?
I mean, it has stuff from World Convergence. At least I think it has stuff from, it has Zefka Ace in it. I can't remember what set.
Yeah, so that's a relatively new card.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible to see cards like Medieval?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely
it's a shoe-in. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's definitely a card that like I'm sure budget players would like to see be cheaper than $60 or $70 or whatever it is right now.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the secret rares from some of the older sets are shoe-ins. Like I think BT15 Melga, 14 Wargrey, maybe Angemon. I don't think Angemon and Wargrey are actually that expensive. Takamikazuchi, he probably will get a reprint.
Yeah, they're not, but that's just because they're not really seeing play right now.
Yeah. But they always can.
Yeah, they could potentially
Melga stayed at 60 for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's at right now, but
he's pretty low. Well, relatively speaking, he's
relatively, yeah. Especially for the alt art. Let's see. $30. That's not bad. Cheaper than I was expecting.
But yeah, so far, well, we are not doing reveals this week because we went over the regional. But so far, the reveals for the reprint set look very good. It's definitely promising.
Yes.
It doesn't look like it's going to be an RB1 disaster again.
Yeah, we're getting all the way up to BT17 because they showed off the secret Greymon.
Yeah, and the Gallant.
We're at least there.
Crimson Mode. Well, Zefka Ace came after that, and Zefka Ace is in it too.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that's an EX set. I wasn't sure what was the order there.
Zefka Ace came out in a main set.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a secret rare from a main set. I can't remember if it was one of the 2.0 or 2.5 sets.
It was 2.0.
You think so?
I think it was from the first of the dual sets.
Okay.
Yeah, because the second dual set, it was Nene, which nobody wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Millennium? Or no, Millennium was in 2.0.
Yeah.
It was... What was the other two? Omni X, Nene. Was it Luce?
I don't...
Were Omni X and Luce the two that shared the same set?
I don't think so.
God, I hate these double sets.
Well,
I can never.
Lucemon, I'm pretty sure was a super. Like I think the Satan mode's a super.
That's why one of them was a secret.
Yeah, I don't think Satan mode was a secret in the main set.
Looking it up.
Okay.
Yeah, Zefkamon was. It doesn't matter because.
And then
no, it doesn't matter because remember they split. They even I guess one was 18, 19, and the other one was
19 got split in two.
Yeah.
Okay, it was 19. Yeah. So Zefka Ace was part of the second one because he's 20.
Yeah. It was Omni X, Zefka Ace, and Nene were in the same one.
Okay. Yeah, imagine pulling Nene.
God.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I pulled like 5 Nenes out of 2.0.
The other one. Oh, I remember why I don't remember it, because nobody liked it, because it was bad, awful. It was Luce Satan, Susan, and Millennia.
There was a secret Satan mode.
Correct.
And that
would showing you the alt art make you jog your memory?
I just didn't realize that came out in that set. For some reason I was thinking that came out in EX6, but yeah, I guess I just misremembered.
Yeah, and then we had the Susan.
I forgot about Susan completely.
Yeah, same.
Oh yeah, trust me, they never saw play, so.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, we cooked a little too hard with that first Susan, right? Definitely wasn't that other card that was causing the problem, right?
Yeah. Grunt General 808. I just want to match on DCGO with Black Magna X against the CS Magna X deck using Cyberdramon and lost one match against CS Magnamon X, so I'm unsure which is better. Spoilers, neither one of them are tier 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, can CS play armor forms other than the Magnamon?
I don't think so. I don't think any...
Magnamon's the only one that's a CS trait.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I feel like that one you're hard locked into more strict tower. Like
I also don't know.
Magna, it doesn't matter what the rest of your stack is. You can just die.
I also doesn't. I don't understand what he means by Black Magna X. Are you playing like the Black hybrids and stuff like that?
You haven't.
Yeah, he's talked about the deck before.
Not Black hybrids. You play like I think it's like kind of a Justimon line.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they said maybe Promo Sonorizamon as well.
Yeah, one of them has an armor form, the level 4s. I think actually there might be 2 level 4s that have armor form that are part black.
Yeah.
I'd probably play that one over the CS one.
I would too if I were to build one. The CS one just sounds clunky. Well, they're probably both clunky, but like the CS one sounds worse.
Yeah.
Look up what the black armor forms are.
The QWERTY UUP 038. I'm planting a flag that this new Sakuyamon deck will be very good. That new Vixmon is giving a free 3-cost reduction every time you use one of the new options. CS Wanyamon reduces by 1 and it sees consistent play. Also, the Green Hercules Kabuterimon starter deck was great at the time. Came with 1-cost blockers, and the Hercules was good in the Green Digiburst control deck. Easy tier 2 at the time.
I will agree with him. The Sakuyamon deck is good. I'm not gonna say very good. I think it's good.
It seems to be better than we anticipated just reading the cards.
Yeah.
Again, what really puts it a little better is just because they had a good foundation. It's just when that ban list hit, like it took out its kill potential. But I think now with like the alliance on the new level 6, you can have some kill potential back.
It's not even that; it's the Talmon inheritable as well, being able to unsuspend.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty good. I mean, if you want to give something OTK potential, give it an unsuspend and an extra security check.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it does.
That's when it gets dangerous.
Yep. Also, I did look it up. There are 4 armors that have that are part black.
So.
Okay.
Magna from the starter, Mailbird from a promo, the other Magna, the one that came in the actual set with the CS trait, and then a cheap-looking thing called Cheapmon. I think Sean, you might have played this once.
Oh yeah, Eva's on Armadillomon, Sheepmon. I thought you said Cheatmon.
Yep.
No, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sheep.
Nope. I know exactly what that is. I'm very familiar with that card.
Yeah.
Also, the green Hercules Kabuterimon, is okay deck. At the time, I think it was okay.
It was okay.
I mean, I was gonna say because that came out at the same time as the purple Melga. No, it wasn't Melga. It was Cress, right?
Yeah.
And
yes.
The black deck was the Black War, or the Black War Greymon, I think.
No, Blitz. Was it the Blitz one?
It was Blitz. Yeah.
Blitz. Yeah. I mean, those starter decks were all pretty.
I mean, I feel like if you weren't playing Yellow War Greymon, you weren't trying to win in BT4.
Yeah.
Like I said, they were starter decks. They were, if you played them against the other OG starter decks, I think you're having like a decent time.
Yeah, they probably outperformed the OG starter decks, but I mean,
yeah. But in comparison to what the card game was already doing at that point, it was like, okay, cool. I have my 1-cost Evo. Throw the rest of this away. Got my 1-cost Evo Devimon.
Yeah. He also said, I agree with the play Hoodiemon group when tryharding. Playing something off meta for the mix-up works on bad players. Good players know the cards will read them when you play them. Blue Hybrid format, I played Blue Hybrid with text for the mirror, and that was my best finish, 9th out of 500 players.
That's what I'm talking about. Guess what happened? Brandon showed up and said, hey, I'm tryharding. I want this deck to be a little more blinged out so I can have some level 6s with all tarts and some textures. I pulled out Hoodie. It went fantastically.
The primary issue Chris had going into the weekend was he did not have enough playtesting experience with Digimon, or he probably would have. He would have played it.
Like, I watched him play a game, and I think I only saw one thing he did where I was like, I probably wouldn't have done that. But other than that, I thought he played the deck fine.
Yeah.
That and going against Ben, knowing Ben's playing the Floodgates and just not putting Hoodie in the back.
Yeah, I kept not Digivolving in the back.
Every time you did that, I was like, stop. You're at 3 memory. Put the Hoodie in the back. Choke him to 1. Come on. Instead, he's like, play Yu-Go? And I'm like, no!
No, you fool. Yeah. He probably would have finished higher, but who knows?
Yeah.
IDB W1274. From the information that we have on the reprint set, it seems that they are going to copy how One Piece TCG does a reprint set. How they did was the alts would given to important meta cards, so cards that have alts already in our meta cards would get another alt, but it won't be the same art. The alt will be all new art. As for the SPs, those should be cards that never had an SP. Though the last reprint set One Piece had, they gave a card an SP that already had one, but at least it had a new art.
I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't like I say they're all meta cards, but I mean they're all cards so far.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it potentially meta.
Yeah, potentially.
I mean,
like the least meta card I've seen, or potentially meta card I've seen, is probably the Secret Greymon, but even then, like, that needs a reprint.
But yeah.
Because like the BT6 Suno Tama, like the Dark Animal deck plays that Tama whenever you see that package. Like, that's just the best Tama for that deck.
That was what I was just about to bring up too.
Yeah, and like Protoform needs a reprint. Thank you for reprinting it again, because those are creeping back up. Those are like $30, I think, for the cheapest printing. Before that announcement.
Crazy how they were like, "Hey, reprint it. All right, cool. Now put it in a event exclusive pack."
Yeah, put it into event pack. It's the best way to reprint cards.
I swear to God, if they do not announce Vidramon for this set,
the promo Vidramon,
I'm gonna crash.
It's got to be in there, man.
I want to play Ulforce. Like, I want to play it, but I'm not putting the money down for these Vidramons, and I'm not playing budget Ulforce. I'm not doing it.
What's that card, like $60 now? You looked up it.
Yes.
Yeah, 60.
I don't want to do it.
$60 for a deck that's bad, unless you play against Ben and you 2-0 him.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for that one random game where I just win and I'm like, yeah, get wrecked.
Yeah. 2K Flames, thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for answering my questions about Nats. For context, I'm a Hoodie player, the dark side. Now my issue is I'm undecided on loop variant or the control. I like both, but I'd like to hear your opinion on which would do better in an 8-round type of event.
I'd rather go with the control. I think you have a better chance of winning more consistently.
I think you have a better time in the mirror match. Because you're more likely to stop them in their tracks while they're looping.
I think the mid-range is probably the best choice for all those reasons. Like, you have, if you're playing some of the options, like you actually have bombs in your security, your opponent could check when they're wombo comboing you. And you have, even though Hoodie does have answers on top of answers for things, playing a couple of the options adds even more answers for random stuff.
Now, I think the version of the control deck you play is up for debate.
Yeah,
we'll say.
You could hard commit into a couple different directions.
Yeah, because there's like the full Erica package. There's ones that play Ryuji. There's ones that don't play Ryuji. Because I've seen a couple of the control decks only playing like 2 Erica. I think that's wrong. Yeah. I think you should be maxing out on 4.
I agree.
Because you want to be able to reset that breeding area, and once it's in the trash, it's in the trash, and you can just go Wormmon from trash. So like, or not Wormmon from trash, but Wormmon promote Evo from trash.
Yeah,
that's my preferred if I was going to play mid. But I'm a degenerate, and I like just high rolling people, so I play loop.
Yeah, and if you're curious about Ben's opinion, Ben also prefers the mid-range as well. Like, he has his own list. He just doesn't like playing the deck.
Yeah.
Because I tested versus him quite a bit trying to figure out how to, like, what decks would be best into Hoodie, and he, like, fine-tuned a list that he liked, but he just does not like playing it.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, he said if Hoodie got limited, that's when he would probably be interested in playing it.
He's gonna pull a Chris. He's gonna pull a Chris, wait for the deck to get hit, and then go, all right, now I'm gonna cook with it.
Yeah, now I play.
He was infamous for doing that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, he waited until Sky Strikers got hit, and then went, all right, cool, let me scoop all of that and play the deck.
Yep,
like,
now I play.
Did that crap all the time.
Yeah, I sometimes will do that. It kind of just depends. Like, if it's a deck that I liked, and I still think is probably good, I might do that. Especially if people are like sleeping on it because they just assume it's bad because it got hit.
Bad got hit, therefore never play. Kind of like I did with Gas.
Yeah.
I stayed on that train.
You did. Oreo X1000. Having seen the Medusa SP IRL, can say it looks nice. Hopefully you guys like it as well. I do.
Well, Sean?
I do like it.
It is a pretty card.
It is very pretty.
It's very pretty.
I think I forgot what I was saying when I started saying it, but when I had the Medieval Gallant Mons out, disappointed is not a word I would use. However, the Medusa SP and the Medieval SP aren't as nice as the Angelwomon SP, like the Crest Angelwomon Ace. Like, I wish you guys.
Those things are pretty.
Yeah, they are beautiful in person. Like, the scan doesn't do it justice.
Yeah,
we've seen one in person.
It's amazing.
Yeah, very pretty. Also, the 2 stars. The Hoodie, I personally don't think looks super nice for a 2-star. Like, it doesn't look bad, but like the Magna X 2-star looks very pretty in person. I don't know, just some of the SPs and 2-stars, like some of them aren't as nice as others. Like EX10 SPs, all those kind of look like ass, honestly. That's like the oil painting looking ones.
I don't like when they do the highest rarity of a card and it's just the single solitary color.
Yeah, the monocolor. Absolutely hate those. That's why I don't have any of the EX6 Angel SPs, is because I was like, these look kind of ugly.
I think, unfortunately, the problem with that is they hit the absolute ball out of the park the first time they ever did it with Ghost Omni. Because it was solid white, but you had the color with the blue and the red.
That was perfect. That looked very nice, yes.
And then you get to the Alphamon, which is the very next one they did, and it's like they overdid it.
Yeah.
They overcommitted to the black and gold, and it's just like it gets muddled.
Yeah.
And then don't even get me started on Omni Aces. Omni Aces, I'm gonna say it, doesn't look good. Omni Aces,
that.
Remember?
Yeah, BT7
solid white.
Yep. Then all those SPs from that set are like
because like I already have it pulled up. It's just like I can't even focus the camera on it.
It's like having a ghost rare in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like you can't even tell what the hell's going on in the picture.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like they just unfortunately hit the ball so far out of the park with that Ghost Omni the first time.
Yeah.
Only going for $300, by the way.
I mean, I have no interest in buying any more copies, and I don't want to sell mine for $300. Yeah, I still haven't sold my Hoodie Mon. I still just it's sitting in a pile on my desk.
How much do you have it listed for?
They're like $200.
Wow, that's why it's already dropping down to 170.
Yeah, it's people anticipating. Well, that sucks. Yeah, because it's the end of the competitive season. Because literally, there are no tournaments that give out invites between now and the LCQ the day before Nationals in Vegas. So we have 2 months of no big events.
To be fair, the Hoodie SPs that are or 2 stars, whatever you want to call them, that are 170 are actually lightly played. Obviously, you go for near min.
Yeah. I need to sell it. I just keep forgetting. Whatever. Just in case 022. Bunnies can't be the worst deck. Myotosmon Loop exists. That works like once every 23 games.
It's better than working 0 times out of 23 games like Bunnies does.
I mean, were we talking about Bunnies in general? Or were we talking about them as a starter deck? I can't remember.
Okay, yeah. Full built, actually made regular Bunnies, sure. This is literally 2 advanced decks thrown together with, like,
You're talking about Grayson's list?
Yeah, 2 rapid X's.
Yeah.
So, it's not Preem.
It's not.
And Myota Sloop actually did some stuff.
Every so often.
Yeah. Did they usually die before it happened? Yeah. But they were playing the game.
If you Crimson Blaze them and gave them 6 memory, could they play the game? Nope. No. They were very sad. Justin So8231. Sean, when you get your invite? I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Sean, when you get your invite, what do you plan to play? You don't need to share the deck list, just tell us which deck if you don't mind. So thankfully I do have my invite now. Shout out Pass Downs. I'm not sure yet because it's going to be a different format because we're going to get BT24 like a month before Nationals. So it's going to be a different format. Possibly a ban list, however, I'm not going to hold my breath for that. So
he's praying that Medusa's good.
Yeah. Possibly
Styrofoam
possibly Medusa. That's one of the reasons why I got the SPs is because I knew we were getting an emblem and a level 7, and as so far the puppets when they got emblem and a level 7 and rocks when they got emblem and a level 7, like both of those decks, like it took them to the next level.
And that level 4 is really good too.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even say the same thing for Ghost. Like, Dullahan's not putting out results, but it still made the deck better.
It is better. I think the issues with Ghost are just it being purple.
Yeah.
The issue with Ghost is it's too fair.
Yeah.
We've said that.
It's still unfortunately too fair. It can't OTK and it can't spam the board with a bunch of dudes. Well, it can put out bodies. It can't do the same thing. Like you have to sacrifice your pinata to like put more bodies on the field.
Yeah.
So it's not the same as puppets, and then the rocks can just kill you. Medusa seems like we might end up finding an OTK, but also it seems like it could just burst damage and then say, hey, deal with this level 7 that's really sticky and it's going to punish you for trying to get rid of it, and if you don't, you're dead on the next turn.
Yep.
Possibly Medusamon, but I will not know. Me and Ben are going to start testing for Nationals in the not too distant future, so hopefully I'll get an idea. He also said, there's a video on YouTube called Digimon Lore Explanation, Royal Knights by Digimonology. The first 30 seconds of the video states the Royal Knights are based on the Knights of the Round Table. It's not like the exact names like Lancelot, but the concept of an elite knight group that follows a king and are the top guardians of their kingdom.
Boom.
Yeah, but hear me out. Knights of the Round Table? Right? Who's our Merlin?
I don't know enough about the Royal Knights to answer that question. Also, I don't think Merlin's part of the...
He's not part of the... He's not actually part of the... But I'm saying, like, true. In the mythology, they have a Merlin, so who's their Merlin? Thanks.
I don't know enough about the lore, unfortunately, to answer that question.
I'm not sure. Without any reason around my logic at all. It's Ancient Wisemont, because he's a wizard, and he wears a cloak.
He's a wizard,
That's all.
I mean, that's as good as guess as any.
Yeah, that's it. It's the only thing I was going off of.
Yeah. For some reason, Barbamon popped up in my head, but I'm like, no, he's evil.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Ancient Wisemon might also be evil. I actually don't know.
It's hard to tell in the
card game. Seraphimon, duh.
Okay, but he's
not a wizard. Voyage. We have literal wizards in this game.
Close enough.
He's an angel.
We have Wizardmon right there.
Yeah, we have wizard type. Like, there's a type wizard. Or shaman. Is it shaman?
He's Witchenly.
That's right, dude. He has a Witchenly.
I'm pretty sure he's from a different dimension.
Or do we actually have wizard? I can't remember anymore. I'm confusing myself.
I don't know, man.
Whatever. Who cares?
We're spending too much time on my joke.
That is true. He also said, I always prefer to play my favorite deck over the newest meta deck. However, my favorite deck, Fenrilugamon with Pulsemon, is really bad right now. Hoping it gets support soon. Is this Robbie's burn?
Robbie?
Yeah, Robbie? Is that you?
Robbie?
Oh, man. I forget that's a deck. until someone brings up Robbie or stuff like this happens.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think they've moved past that. They're on to bigger and brighter things.
Well, if you want to play Taka Mikazuchi, you can just use that as your level 7 in Sakuya, which we have seen other lists start to do now.
Chris stumbled across somebody that was playing it as a level 7 because there's a line with like the red option that lets you kill with it, but honestly seems kind of bad.
Seems to win more. We'll say that.
Yeah. Like if you're in a position to do that, I think
you're winning anyway.
Yeah, it's not really necessary.
I did end up watching that video, Sean, and I was like, "Why would you upload this? At least upload one where you actually show like how the deck plays."
So Chris sees this video, assumes what's in it, and posted in the chat saying, "Yes, Sakuya can lethal through 5 with the Finraluga Taka Mikazuchi, whatever the hell." Post the video, implying that that's what happens in the video, and he did not say that he has not seen the video. So I watched the video on 4x speed because it's no commentary, playing on like, I think it was on Drazel, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm watching it, and it's the K Maston deck versus this concoction of Sakuya. And for like the first 5 or 10 minutes of the match of game 1, they're not doing anything. They're literally like they're both
brick.
Yeah, they're both super brick. Yeah. And I'm like, why, what the hell is happening? And also I watched the whole thing on 4x speed. At no point did either one of them even combo the other person. Like, you didn't see either deck do what it was supposed to do. It was just them just struggling to survive.
Yeah, I was like, why did this? Why you had to have more gameplay footage other than this?
You would think, and I don't
stage it.
If I remember,
stage it like the protagonist does,
or just play enough to where you have one that someone does stuff.
Yeah.
I only watched it once. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure the Sakuyamon player never even evoed into the Taka Mikazuchi, and I was like, why did I watch this video?
Yeah,
and then I was like, Chris, that doesn't even happen. The video's like, oh, I haven't watched it yet. And I'm like,
yeah,
fucking guy.
Love that.
Yeah, I'll never get those like 2 minutes of my life back from watching it on 4x speed. He also said, Alec from Team APS says his top 2 TCG of all time is Digimon as first and Yu-Gi-Oh! As second. Alex say Digimon is the only game with a unique resource system. Every other Bandai card game is just tap resources to play cards.
That's what I love about Digimon.
Facts. Literally I've never understood how they created the memory system, which again has always been like a super draw for a lot of players.
Mm-hmm.
How they created the memory system for Digimon, and then if you look at a lot of like all of them, all the Bandai games after that, it's all tap resources.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't understand that. That's crazy to me.
They chose to just completely abandon it for all their other card games that they printed after.
Yeah, it makes
for Digimon nothing.
It makes no sense to me. But hey, I don't design games.
Yep.
Apparently, neither does Bandai.
Oof! Shots fired. Hey, Time Changer was good. They can design video games.
Yeah, I mean, it was more or less a joke. That is big praise from someone who is a lifetime Yu-Gi-Oh player, that basically they're saying Digimon's their second favorite game, which is nice.
Yeah. Dude, it's just a perfect mix of I love the gameplay, I love the IP. Mm-hmm. It's just
same.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a perfect storm.
Yeah. Perfect for artism.
Yep. It hits it just
right. Our shiny cardboardism.
Mm-hmm. Turpex, if you put all the Omni4Game episodes in an AI model and told it to create an episode from scratch, how bad do you think it would be on a scale of 1 to 10?
God, I can only imagine.
I think it'd be a solid 5. Right in the middle.
I don't know. I feel like it would tank if it took all of our episodes, because there are a good number of episodes where me and Chris just bicker at each other. So it might just devolve into that.
Well, the problem is that you're 1/3 of this. So, like, that's bringing us down.
Yeah, I'm bringing it down.
Yeah.
They know that I'm anti-clanker. They know.
Yeah. I really don't know. I haven't ever seen someone do that. Like, besides, like, coming across a meme of someone posting like a Jerry Seinfeld script that like they've had it generate, but like I'm not sure.
My favorite was when they forced an AI to watch all the Batman movies and then make a Batman script, and it was very funny. It was like back when AI was like really bad, and it was a very funny little script.
It is funny reading like how it's just just the wording and all that stuff. It's just matter of fact. Harlequin DCG responded and said the locals recap would not change at all for me. I'm assuming that means they don't listen to that part. That's what I think they're implying.
Damn, you're gonna hate this episode.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a good majority of it.
Benjamin Wiseman 6567. The thing that both Sylphimon and Shakumon need are level 4s that gain memory when DNA digivolving like the BT12 ones for Pyodramon. Until they get those, they won't be as competitive as Imperiodramon. That is correct. Or something else to make them more memory efficient.
I think the Angemon is a step in the right direction because it's just extra draw. I think that's very good. And then Barrier is very good. But yeah, not getting you extra like memory as a resource instead of just giving you more hand advantage.
Well, the ability to like reduce the Evo or which we do have like one card for each one that does that, or gain memory. Just something to make the deck more memory efficient to where it's more streamlined, to where it's not like super clunky and you're like always passing turn going into your 5 unless you just have like the nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go Boy TM, thank you for being a channel member. Yes, sir. More people being converted to Mastamon believers. Just played at my store regional and only lost a set against Hoodie and tied against Tax Royal Knights as it was my first time ever playing against it. Also, the Elizamon is Dorbic support. Eyes.
Oh, God. I didn't even think about that.
Yes. Funnily enough, I have liked Mastamon since the BT8, or since the start it came out in BT8. And I've attempted to build it a few different times and just been like, this sucks. But for some reason, whenever it got support, I basically just gave up on it ever being good, I think. So I just never even...
Yeah, we would always laugh at Ben telling him it's cope.
Yeah. And even though
just like Sakuya, they threw enough support at the wall that it eventually was good.
Yes. And despite me getting basically bullied by Ben with his Mastamon list for like the past month while I was trying to figure out what deck I wanted to play, at no point did the thought cross my mind, maybe I should try Mastamon. Because I assumed the reason why I was losing is because my decks were just that bad.
He said, Sylphimon, you're the problem.
Yeah, I was like, surely Mastamon is not tier 1, so like obviously this just sucks. But yeah, once Ben suggested we switch and I started playing with it, I was like, oh, this is actually really good and fun. And I definitely think it's tier 1. Just has
I would agree.
Yeah, just has a pretty high paywall if you don't have friends that already have the cards.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I think for tier 1, we're probably looking at Hoodie, Moste. Are we putting Jess in tier 1, or would we go like 1.5? Because I think it's better than tier 2.
I don't think it's tier 1. I think it's tier 1.5 at best.
Yeah.
Because it was at least a third of the room at the regional, and
a lot of representation.
I think the highest placing may have been the 6th place person that I played in round 8 that I should have beaten.
Yeah.
So like the conversion rate should be higher than that for tier 1 deck, I think. Higher.
Yeah. Because I feel like the top 2 are Hoodie, Mastamon. Deciding anything under that is it's a little more of a toss-up.
Yeah, like Royal Knights won the event, but I don't know if I would call them tier 1 still. I think they might be tier 1.5.
If they are tier 1, I would put them as the bottom of one.
Yeah, I personally feel like Mastamon versus Royal Knights is kind of a joke and really bad for the Royal Knight player, unless you just draw.
It really sucks when you have another deck in the tier 1 category that just hard counters one of them.
Yeah.
Because like Hoodie can at least play through a Moste, assuming they're not playing double floodgates. could put them both on the board at the same time.
Yeah. If I
did that to me, I basically just had to scoop.
Yeah, when I sit down versus a Hoodiemon player, I'm not like, oh, this is so free. I'm like, all right, I have to play really, really well, or I'm just gonna get destroyed because his deck is stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I thinking? Oh, rocks. Rocks are 1 point, or they're either tier 1 or 1.5.
I'd say
1.5.
I don't think they're tier 1. No.
Yeah, 1.5. I'm just trying to think of decks that are super explosive, can just OTK you, and it's just like, alright, cool, I didn't even get to play the game, really.
Honestly, I think the two best decks are Hoodiemon and Masty.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think Hoodie and Masty are just right there, and then everything else is...
Yeah. I think it's like those are tier 1, everything else is tier 1.5 at best.
Because if you're not playing the Turbo OTK Gallon, and you're playing, like, regular Gallants in your list that aren't, like, maybe, like, promo... even then, I don't even know if you should be playing promo.
I would hope not. I've seen people play it, though, but...
Yeah. Anyway.
Kyle Newey, 9278. Sorry about the L tonight. Bills really needed it. Got them Bengals next week for you, though. Smiley face.
Yep. That was 2 weeks ago. Chiefs are eliminated out of the playoffs. That's all that matters.
Chargers said, get out.
Still unsure why Chris has such a hatred for the Chiefs as a Ravens.
I've been over this. I hate teams that have dominant seasons like they always do consistently, because we grew up during the Patriots era. I hated that. I hated the Chiefs. Chiefs are actually in one of my team's divisions. And if it's not my Ravens or my Chargers that are dominating like that, then I'm not going to like it.
Okay.
Also, I don't like Patrick Mahomes.
What you got against Patrick Mahomes?
I hate the way he plays. I hate the way how he tiptoes on the sideline, looking for contact, and when he gets hit, he complains. I hate that. Flag. Yeah. I hate him and his stupid little Kermit voice.
Yep.
And you know what?
He got injured?
Yeah, I hate. I'm again never gonna wish for any injury, so that sucks that happened.
Yeah.
And I hate Dylan Raiola from Nebraska too, because he's just little Mahomes.
Oh yeah,
look him up. Look him up.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know his name or the team he plays for until you said that, but I've seen videos of him, and he claims that it's not on purpose, but he literally perfectly mimics Mahomes.
Hair, look, even the way he celebrates.
His pregame ritual, how he moves.
Everything.
Like, bro, this is like single white female status. Like, you are straight up copying him.
Yes.
He's always...
Yeah.
I hate him.
Listen, do I think the Chargers are going to do anything in the post games? Probably not.
Postseason.
Whatever. Our O-line is shot. We're not going to do very good. But it's a good season. I'm still enjoying watching it.
I love how obvious, like, the surface level knowledge you have about football is. I hope they score more runs in the post games than the other teams.
Yeah. Listen, all right. I'm slowly learning the entire team's name. I can tell you right now who my favorite defensive player is. Chris already knows who it is. He's got the stupidest name ever, but he's getting them sacks.
Who is it?
Tui Pelosi.
A Hawaiian dude.
Yeah, Tui Pelosi. That's his last name, by the way. His entire
I don't
last
believe
name
what you're saying is his name.
Bro, it's like a Key and Peele sketch.
You start saying something and you kind of just like trail off to where I can't tell what the hell you're saying. Tui Pelosi. Oh.
It's one name.
I have not heard of him, but I have not seen a Chargers game in a while.
He gets sacks, bro. Sacks on sacks.
Like, good for him.
Yeah. I like him. He's got a funny name.
Jim the Kid. So the reason Sakuya deck is so bad is they had a chance to reprint some of the dual memory boosts or perhaps even other options that are overpriced. Nope. Miss Memory Boost got a neat alt art in the Terrier Advanced deck. I say it's even worse than those starters. At least they came with a pack of a set that could help make it better if I recall, but I could be wrong. Also, I am top 2% on your channel with 214 videos watched in 2025. Well, thank you.
Commitment. Yeah, I agree. I forgot that it came with like actual other alt art cards. At least this came with like the tokens, which is cool. So if you bought the deck, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And like good looking tokens too. Like they're nice.
Yeah.
And I guess the problem is they printed new cards for decks that like a lot of people probably aren't interested in. Yeah, like
they printed some
Barbara.
Questionables.
Some very questionable cards.
Really,
Barbara.
They printed really good cards. The issue is the decks they printed them for suck.
Yes. Yeah. Apps, just like
you gotta start somewhere, dude. They have to start getting good support at some point.
Yeah, they will eventually pull a Sakuya and get good enough to where they're actually playable.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I like that new Zephica level 5. The Fortitude's cool, and it gave it an inheritable that deck has been needing. It just allows you to attack at the end of turn. You don't have to have your opponent doesn't have to have a Digimon for your Vortex to attack into. You can just attack at the end of turn.
That's one of the biggest issues for that deck, yeah.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you're not playing the game. That means I can't play the game.
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's perfect too because you can the way you can activate your cards with your Shoto, you can attack, and then activate the Shoto and restand and be a blocker. So it's like, hey, I actually did damage, and now I have a standing blocker and medieval.
Yep.
It's like, hey,
we're doing it. The game's being played.
Yeah.
So.
Justin 7231 said, "Show us the max rarity Medusumon deck." I mean, eventually when I build it, but I mean it's.
Yeah, he's already shown off the Medusas.
Yeah. I mean, I have.
He's not actually building it until we get to level 7.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it together until we get the set. But I mean, like here's the Medusas. So these ladies. Here's the Elizas from the same set. These are like $40, I think, last time I looked for some reason.
You picked it all up right before they announced that stuff too, didn't you?
I mean, I didn't pick them up at their peak. However, I was not like early, I don't think.
Ahead of the curve.
Yeah, like I think I got the Elizas for like 30 a piece, and they're more than that now, but I could have, if I had been an early adopter, I could have gotten them for like 10 or something. Pre-release stamp of this card's Dimetramon. This is going to be reprinted as like an event pack foil looking thing in one of the reprint sets, the LM sets that we're getting in the not too distant future though. The winter stamp Dimetros. I bought a playset of these and didn't realize it. I already own 2 of them, LOL. I bought these only because they was like $1. Because this is going to be one of the textured national pack cards that I plan on getting a playset of at nationals. But went ahead and bought these because they were just $1. I was like, why not?
They were there.
Yeah. And then we have this guy. This Owen right here. This is now the worst tamer. By a lot, actually. I'm surprised these are still going up. Yeah. I'm surprised these are still going up because this is definitely the worst one now that we have an emblem. And I have had these for like a year now. I bought these for $1 a piece.
Yep.
And they're like $40 now or something like that.
Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah, I bought those whenever I was cooking with the Ancient Toolbox deck for $1 a piece because I was considering playing 2 of them and I was like, well, I might as well buy a playset. They're like $1. You never know.
Yeah, buy all 4.
Yeah.
Also, I did look into it. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. He will be out for the rest of
the year.
I mean,
not just the rest of the year. He's gonna miss a significant portion of next season too.
No, he won't.
I guess ACLs aren't as bad. It could be anywhere between 6 and 8 months.
The remainder of this season.
He most likely will be ready to go at the beginning of next season.
Yeah. You think so? Mm-hmm. You don't think he'll miss any time?
Probably not. He's got like over.
Yeah. We still have 3 weeks into the season. So yeah, that's practically a month right there.
Yeah. The they've sped up the recovery process for ACLs so much that it's like 6 to 9 months recovery now.
Yeah. It's definitely not as long as it used to be.
Yeah, and with him being a QB, like he'll probably just have a brace on it for like the first part of the year, if not the entire year. But I'm sure he'll be ready to go by week 1.
He's definitely be pushing for it.
Yeah, that definitely sucks for him. But their season was over today anyway, so I guess if it were going to happen, it's like the best time for it to happen.
Yeah,
is unfortunate though. Dauntless Odin 5648. I don't know. I don't think the Sakuya Advanced deck is worse than the Bunny one.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad either.
At least now that I'm seeing the deck in action, I will say it's better than I thought it would be.
Same. Yeah. It's not the same like level of Hoodie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're just comparing starter decks, yeah, at least with the Sakuya deck, like there's a win condition there. If I remember correctly with the bunnies, like Mega Gargo Ace was like cool, but it's like it wasn't winning you the game.
Yeah, there was no win condition. You just like it was a grind deck. I was gonna say before I was cut off by my yawn that snuck up on me. It's not to the level of we read Hodimon cards and said this is awful, and it turned out to be turbo broken. But it is another situation where we read the cards and we're like, this seems bad, but it actually doesn't seem that bad.
I feel like with Hoodie, we weren't putting it together because we also never even considered the CS rookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even just the mid-range version not playing any CS rookies, like once you realize what you're supposed to do with the bodies that can't evo, then you're like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah. Once the pieces are together.
Yeah.
I still remember we went through the set review and Sean was like, yeah, whatever.
And
then he played against it and he was like, oh, this sucks.
And I was like, oh, this is really stupid.
Yep.
Yeah. Real dumb. Mathabel 5236. For me, the biggest problem with RB1 was by the time we got it, we had so many more cards that really need to reprint, and we got a ton of stuff that didn't really matter or wasn't worth to get. And I hope with this one they learn from that mistake and choose more wisely. Agreed. A lot of the cards in RB1 that were reprinted were never meta at any point, and I don't know why they were chosen for that set.
Yeah. At least it seems they have at least learned something, because we are already getting reveals of cards that are currently seeing play and could continue to see play.
And the only cards that were like relevant were the new cards they put in it, like the Monzemon.
Yep.
Which was actually
$20 Monzemon.
Super hard to get a hold of.
Yeah. Yep. Pulling the rares from that set were almost impossible to get. Like if you bought a box, you weren't even guaranteed to pull one of those Monzemons. Yeah, I have yet to see a card that's been revealed for the new set that I think was a mistake. So far they're on the right track. He said, I think also in the sense of going meta or anti-meta or rogue, I would say go meta. Like all of you said, it's the best option to get to the top. Maybe once in a while you will see an outlier, but they aren't the rule. They are the exception.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah, I think the best time for that to happen is it's when it's a sleeper deck.
Tier 0.
Well,
I was going to say, if it's a tier 0 format and you know you're walking into a specific matchup, then you could build your anti-meta deck to counter it. Cool.
If it actually does counter it, yes.
If it does do it, yeah.
Because
we even have random sneaky games where it's just like, oh, this is my tier 1 meta deck. It hard loses to this matchup for no reason.
Yeah. But another situation where you don't play meta is when a deck is just being slept on because people aren't really aware of it being a thing. Like Angels.
Or
from EX6, like that's like the example that pops into my head where like that deck is super broken, but people just weren't playing because they had no idea.
Yeah, or if it's like Maston and people are poor, which sucks.
Yeah, I think if Maston was were cheaper to build, we would see a lot more representation because it's a very powerful deck.
I agree.
Finally, dude, it only took like 3 years for Maston to be tier 1.
Maston came in the first sets of the game.
It was a BT3 card from 1.5. You're right. Yeah.
It's been since the beginning of the game, since 2020, 2021, right. Somewhere around there.
So it's almost 5 years. It took almost 5 years.
It's been a while.
Yes. He said, I think as promos go, this one is the worst, and those cards are really dependent on Bandai making those decks meta in the future. But the advanced deck, it's good for new players. You buy 2, you don't need to buy anything else, and you get a really competent deck. I don't know how meta will be, but for example, the Terrier starter deck fell out so hard after release, plus you need a secret to play the best version of the deck. And also, all of its power level was mostly because we didn't have good aces at the time. Well, we had one, but as Bandai loves to do, they killed the dog. Beals, I think, still is the best one, but even with that one, you needed to get cards that didn't come in the deck in order to make it viable. Almost all the star deck in the game, I would say you couldn't just grab 2 and play it like you could, but you pretty much were playing the worst possible version of that deck.
I mean, I agree. I think you just need to buy 2 Sakuyamon decks since like you've got like a tier 2 deck.
I would say, yeah. It's definitely a very good locals deck.
Yeah, I would say the only thing that got close, in my opinion, as far as just buying product, playing product, was probably Adventure. But, just like with the bunnies, you needed Secret Tie.
And just like the Beelzemon advanced deck, you needed the Beals X and a couple of other things that didn't come in the starter deck, I think.
Yeah, I thought...
No, Iron Mako was in the starter deck, right?
Yeah, the Broken Tamer is in the starter deck.
Yeah, Broken.
Yeah, I thought a lot of the reprints were really nice, especially like the ones that they put in there. Mm-hmm. You literally just throw 2 of those together, and you have a pretty decent deck. Like they even give you trainings and scrambles.
Yeah, like they're doing better and better as far as those. They're clearly making an effort.
Yeah, it almost feels like they took like a deck from like a deck list from one of the Sakuyas while they were topping. It was like, all right, let's use this as a base. Let's get rid of the toxic stuff, and let's build our own way to make it playable.
Yeah.
Like Valderarm's out, can't play that, but Talmon, here, let's do this.
Yeah. Adam TCG said, "What's up, nerds? You boys playing any ARC Raiders lately? Or Arc Raiders? Sorry, it was in all caps, so I thought it was ARC. It's in all caps. The rest of this comment is not in all caps, so I assumed it was an acronym. My bad.
They didn't put the periods. That's an acronym.
People don't do that when they're typing, dude. I'm not gonna type out like NFL. Do you ever see periods?
No.
Can you see that written?
One's standardized though.
Okay. Anyway,
But if you're doing like people order our patties, I'm putting P.O.O.P.
Anyways, he said, "You boys playing any Arc Raiders lately?" Huh?
I said you didn't even watch SpongeBob as a kid. That reference went over your head too.
I didn't go over my head. I knew it was a SpongeBob reference, but yeah, I don't care. Yeah, poop. LOL. So funny, dude. I wish I'd watched that show when I was 8 so I could appreciate the humor.
Hilarious.
Said, "You boys playing any Arc Raiders lately? Let's talk about that."
Yes, I've played a little bit of Arc Raiders. It's fun.
I've never played that game, so...
I also haven't played it. My schedule's been pretty packed this year.
ARC Raiders, though. I have played that one.
ARC Raiders has been quite fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Another comment.
33 sweeping the Game Awards, though.
That was the last one.
Yep.
I wonder if his phone just did that.
What, the cap?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know because he capitalized arc and that at the end of it, so I definitely think they were both on purpose.
That makes sense because like he's trying to put emphasis on it, but like I don't know if he was trying to put emphasis on arc. Like, have you played the Arc Raiders? I don't know.
I just don't think you put enough stank on it.
Yeah, ARC Raiders.
So disappointed in you.
Oh, because I didn't watch SpongeBob?
The fact you have never even heard... Like, have you at least heard of Arc Raiders at all? No, of course not. God.
I realized it wasn't ARC when I got to the next line and saw the word Raiders, though.
Okay.
It was the perfect storm, dude. It was all caps, and it was the end of the line, so, like, I had to go down to the next word, and I was like, Raiders. I was like, that wasn't ARC.
Oh, see, on mine, because I'm reading on my phone, it was... all one line.
I'm reading on my phone too, but it just had like on my phone. That's another. Like, if I had seen the Raiders next to it, I probably would have realized while I was reading it. But
yeah. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty hungry.
Same.
I haven't ate my dinner yet.
I'm very hungry.
Right, Chris.
I'm very nice.
Awesome.
Now you can go sleep.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Later.